YouTube says I'm live. Let's see. Am I live, everyone? On my other computer, it looks like I'm live. Alright, I definitely think I'm live. Let's give it a minute, because when I tried to do this the other day, my internet connection was so bad that it was just buffering every few seconds and then just ended up giving up and not streaming. Let me see if turning off the bong light makes things look better. The light's kind of bright. Let's see how that looks in OBS. What do you guys think? Is the bong light too distracting, or is it better without the bong light? I don't really need it, but I'll let you guys decide. Let me know if you think the... Well, I don't even know if you guys can hear me yet, so let me make sure you guys can hear and see me. Oh, cool. Alright, awesome. At least Toontown can hear me. Cool. Alright, I'll let you guys vote on the light to lighter. No, I think it looks better without the light, honestly. There's enough sunlight coming through the window. Just don't want to look like I'm in a fucking golem cave. But the sun... Actually, no, the sun's not going to go down for a few hours, so... Yeah, better with it turned off. That's what I thought. See, Ret True. Hey, Chasen, I can't stick around for long, but it's good to see you again, man. Well, thank you for stopping by, even if it's not for long. I'm just playing a few games that I've discovered over the last 2 or 3 months. One of them is like one of my favoriteest games ever, but I'm doing a different one first. So... I don't know if you'll be missing much. Just, I don't know, look at the games I played, and if they look cool, then get them, because they are cool. But anyway. Say hello there. How's it going? Hello, I'm probably going to butcher your name. Is it Elise Lamado Angelo? SFA? You know what? All things considered, I'm doing alright. But I have to be honest, I haven't had the best week. I haven't had the best week. I haven't had the best month in like 2 weeks now. April was just cursed, and then this past week. Admittedly, this past week is a lot more minor compared to all the shit that was going on in April. But just with all the shit going on in April, like, I wasn't mentally prepared to deal with this past week. So I kind of just, I don't know. I don't know if I'll go into details. But I'm all right. Everyone in my personal life is okay at the moment. It's okay. Everything's all right now. So see, hey there. I hope things are going well. Believe it or not, the new Star Fox designs are growing on me. Yeah, a lot of people are that expression growing on me. I kind of hope becomes a meme, because I've heard that expression on repeat, like, nonstop for a week, and it gives me real Borg Collective vibes. But, I don't know, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. So, don't let people tell you how to feel. See, Invictus found. Howdy, hope you're having a swell and better day than your last few weeks. Today's alright, although I did find out some possible info today that's kind of putting me in a bit of a dour mood. Say, it wasn't that bad. If you find it easier, call me Angelo. Alright, I'll call you Angelo. See, I'm currently playing World Box right now. Hope this stream does go well. So far, it's not buffering every 10 seconds, so I think it's going well. Crystal Kingdom General says, I have to say I hate the new Star Fox design. Ever since Zero, they just kept getting worse and worse. Yeah, I agree. I didn't care for how they looked too much in Zero. I already thought Zero, they looked a little funny, and now I'm just like, how do we get here? Like, and yeah, like I said a bit ago, I don't know if it's reliable, but all of the leaks seem to all be coming true. But apparently it was leaked today that Farrah Phoenix is in the new game. And guys, if Farrah Phoenix is in the game and she gets a fucking meth head makeover, I don't know if I'll be able to survive that. I might legitimately end up in a hospital if I wake up one day and we've got Hellraiser Farrah with her creepy little eyes, like, and her fucking scoliosis and fat neck, just going, oh fuck, Simon, let's go fight Delilah. If that happens, guys, I might actually end up in a hospital. And because I'm making a Star Fox game and I'm in so many Star Fox communities, it won't be as simple as me just, turning it off. I'll be subjected to the butchering of Pharaoh, and I just... And then on top of that, the game's apparently selling really well, which means there's gonna be fucking sequels. What are they gonna do to Crystal in those sequels? Like, so... I don't know, guys. I don't know how we got here. I don't know what the hell's going on with Star Fox. The first day or two after they announced it, it was funny. We all had a laugh, like, oh, yeah, they look kind of funny. But now that it's settled in, it's just like, wow, like, is this really going to be the next decade of Star Fox? Like this? Just, I don't know. Maybe if there's enough negative feedback, they'll, like, change the art style in the next few games. I don't know if they actually listen to feedback. My feeling is if the game does really well, the message they'll get is, oh, a lot of people like this. Let's keep doing this, more of this. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting the game. And even then, it's 64 again. Like, I don't want to play 64 again. I played 64 in the 90s. I played 64 in the 3DS. I played Zero, which was a remix of 64. I fucking remade Star Fox 64 in Event Horizon, and the Star Fox movie coming out in a year or two or whenever, in all likelihood, is going to be Star Fox 64 the movie. I'm done with 64. No more 64, please. I can't take it anymore. No more 64. Even if the characters looked good. Even if, this new game coming out, even if the characters didn't look like weird abominations, I still wouldn't get it because it's just 64 again. I'm done with 64. Sorry, guys. Tone. Let's try not to doom and gloom. Let's take it one release at a time and be hopeful. You got this. Yeah, my feeling on the matter is why I feel like if they make sequels, it's gonna keep looking like it, is because when Breath of the Wild came out, it did well, and then for the next decade, all the Zelda games looked like Breath of the Wild. It got a direct sequel, and it got like 3 spin-offs. So I think when Nintendo sees something really successful, they do kind of stick with it, for a while, for like a sequel or two. So yeah, if this does well, we're probably gonna get at least one other game where with these kind of weird abominations. And I see people saying, like, the best hope is for the Switch game. The best hope is for the Switch game with Prime 4. I'm not sure what you're saying there exactly. Was it Shin Neo King? See, valid crash out. See, forgot. Yeah, everyone's already forgotten. There's this, like, they announced the Star Fox movie, like, I think the day before they announced the new game or something, and just everyone immediately forgot. Yeah, Illumination's making a movie, and it's probably going to be Star Fox 64 the movie. I mean, if it's like the first Mario movie, it's probably going to be an amalgamation of all the fucking Star Fox games. It's going to be Andros, it's going to be Corneria's, it's going to be the same beats. They're probably going to have a little prologue with James disappearing in a black hole or whatever, or disappearing into the Mario universe. I'm done. Like, I feel like I'm in purgatory with Star Fox. I can't do it. Well, even if I wanted it, I can't even afford a Switch, so I can't get it anyway, yeah, and then on top of that, like, in the last week, just tons of people have been kind of coming out of the woodwork to like shit on Event Horizon just out of nowhere, and that's really kind of put me in a bit of a worse mood. I've got people coming out saying like, wow, your game's now obsolete, now they have a good looking Star Fox game, you should just quit. And I'm like, are you guys serious? And then at the same time, just a few days ago, there was a video where someone was blaming Event Horizon for the way the new game looks, and I'm just like, never in a million years would I do what they did to those characters. So like, I don't know, guys. It's so fucking, everything is so weird right now that the thing that's looking best right now is the Zelda movie, which I don't know how that happened. Like, 2 or 3 years ago, if you told me all the stuff that was going on, if you told me we're getting a fucking Star Fox animated movie, if you told me we're getting a new Star Fox game that's got like a realistic aesthetic, and then you told me, oh, but they're making a live action Zelda movie, I would have been like, well, the Star Fox stuff sounds cool, but the live action Zelda movie sounds like a fucking disaster. Now here we are years later, and I've like completely done a 180, and I'm like, the Zelda live action movie's looking okay, and Star Fox is looking like they need to be put down behind the shed because someone fucked up their facelifts. Like, I don't know what happened, guys. Man. And now it sounds like they're gonna put Pharah Phoenix through the blender, and I don't know if I can take that. And yeah, and a lot of people seem to like it too, so it's probably gonna stick. I don't know if it's just copium, or people they love Star Fox so much and they don't want to see it go away that they're just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm getting used to the designs, but I don't know, I can't. So I don't know. Maybe we should just put Star Fox to rest and kind of focus on games. Let's see, fat cat. Fat cat, I don't know. Also, Event Horizon is peak, even if prone to crashing at times. Well, thank you. Well, report the crashes and we'll get them fixed eventually. So sometimes I need people to like record footage of the crashes or go into detail so I can track them down and fix them. Let's see, Dark Coriax. Those people need to be in a mental hospital. What the fuck are they on about your game? I don't know. I mean, I try not to like. I don't want to be full of myself, so like I'm very hesitant to like say like my game is amazing or whatever. I kind of just rely on the consensus of other people to kind of gauge things. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think Event Horizon's that terrible, especially considering, it has like no fucking budget. See, the spokesman 30117. Where did you hear about Fair in the new game? It's all over. I've seen it on Twitter, on Reddit. It's on 4chan. I have no clue if it's true, but every leak about, well, not every leak actually, pretty much every leak about this game has ended up becoming true, so I won't be surprised if it is. The one leak about the game that didn't seem to be true was that it was a comedy. That was another, before it got announced, that was going around, that it's going to be a comedic Star Fox game. It's going to have like funny dialogue and banter, but I saw no humor at all in the fucking direct or whatever, so it doesn't seem like it's a comedy. So I don't know if the person who leaked it meant like it's a comedy because it's 64 again. I don't know if that was him being like cheeky, but I don't know. The game doesn't look like a comedy. I almost wish it was now. Like if the game looked exactly the same but everything was absurd, that, I don't know, that might help me swallow the pill. Oh man. See, Hanzo8120, your cat design is so much better than Nintendo's drug-addicted cat. Thank you a bunch. Like, I appreciate that. Like, okay, like, let me set the record straight. Like, I'm an artist and I make stuff, and I've had people shit on my stuff, so, like, the people making the new game, the artists, like, assuming there isn't, like, some AI thing going on, because a lot of people actually suspect that these designs there's some AI influence in them. I really get that with Slippy because he has a turtle nose, not a frog nose, which is really strange. Like, if you look at the new Slippy, he's got, like, this giant kind of hump between his eyes. And I'm like, that doesn't, frogs don't have that. I'm like, is there a species of frog or toad that I don't know about that's got this big hump between their eyes? And I couldn't find any. But even if there is, like, one random species of frog or toad with it, like, the fact that hump between the eyes stands out as not being something for a frog made me suspicious. And for a few days, I'm just like, what does that make me think of? And then it hit me. That's a turtle nose. Like, they gave Slippy a turtle nose, and that makes me think, like, some AI thing came up with that design and, like, put a turtle nose in it or something. I don't know. Like, anyway, assuming it's not all just AI stuff and they, you know, a bunch of artists actually put work in it, it's like, I don't want to shit on them. Like, I know what it's like to put a ton of work into a video game. Like, so I really don't want to shit on the new Star Fox and the way the characters look and stuff. Like, I really don't want to, because I know the work that might have been put into that. But at the same time, it's like, guys, like, what are you doing? Like, what did you do to Cat? Like, did you even look at Cat from the last 10 games? I know she looks different in Command, but no one liked Command either. Everyone complained about the way the characters looked in Command. And even then, they still look more like the characters, despite the fact that they all look kind of dumb. But sorry guys, I really didn't want to go start the friggin' stream with a rant, but like I'm really kind of irked by all the stuff all the stuff coming out about the new Star Fox game, and the fandom's like just melting down, like fighting themselves on, like, everyone's fighting, everyone's gaslighting each other, and I had to step away, and I'm like, I can't even interact with the Star Fox community anymore. I got people just gaslighting about, oh no, this is how, you know, just, yeah, everyone's mentioning Cat. Like, this is how Cat was always supposed to be. She was a member of a gang. This fits her more. I'm like, motherfucker, like, not every gang member looks like a meth addict. Like, I don't know. So I'm kind of in this position right now where I feel like there's this game that doesn't interest me, and now the cool fandom I was part of, like, just seems to be tearing itself apart. And it's like all the fun, in like the span of 48 hours, all the fun of Star Fox was just kind of sucked out. And I don't know. So yeah, maybe we should finally get into the game now. How long have I been going on? 17 minutes, that's long enough. Let's see, Crystal Kingdom General says, those designs are too terrible for AI. At least AI can make good pictures. Remember, humans made bad live-action movie Sonic. Yeah, I don't know. There's something, again, the problem with AI is it's scrambled my brain so much that I'm just suspicious AI isn't everything now, so I really hesitate to just say things are AI. Because I'm just suspicious everything has AI in it. But, like, there's a few things about, again, Slippy to me was the real standout because he has a turtle nose. Like, it's not a frog. Like, he's got look at freaking the Franklin cartoon from, Franklin's got the hump like between his eyes. He's got, that's a turtle nose, not a frog nose. See, Shin Neo King, Cat was basically Space Catwoman. Yeah, I definitely feel there's a lot of influence from Selena Kyle in her, but she was a spoof of Marilyn Monroe. It's in her name. Like, she was basically a jewel thief. Like, you can even see it on her outfit in Zero. She's got, like, the gems all over her outfit. Oh, hey, Thea's in, speaking of Cat, Thea's in the audience. Hello, Thea. Yeah, she voices Cat in Event Horizon, for those of you who don't know. She also voices Farah. Sorry, Thea, I kind of got a bit negative in this stream. I'm trying to stay positive. I think I went on a little bit of a rant, though. See, Fat Cat says, pro tip, limit your time on social media. This shit is tailor-made for you to feel... Yeah, after, like, 2 or 3 days, I just, like... You know, a bunch of my friends and voice actors are like, let's just stay away from the social media. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are probably right. And then I just kind of stopped. I stayed away for like 2 days and I worked on the Cat thing I just did. And, you know, a bunch of my friends and voice actors are like, let's just stay away from the social media. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are probably right. And then I just kind of stopped. I stayed away for like 2 days and I worked on the Cat thing I just did. And Yeah, there's theories that all the designs and stuff were intentionally made weird to like stir up controversy and get people to fight each other to draw attention in the game. And if that's true, that's like so shitty. It's like I really liked hanging out in the Star Fox community, for the last several years, and now everyone's fighting each other. Let's see, MPO07850. It's nice to hear from you again. The designs are okay, not my cut, but not hideous either. How's the health? Fandom's gonna fandom. Just keep the train going and the fun comes. Yeah, like, there's definitely degrees of, as far as the designs go, there's some that are, like, way worse than others. Like, I don't know, if you guys want, maybe down the road I could do, like, one of those, what are they called? The tier thing with, like, the S, A, B, C, D, whatever tier. We can all kind of, like, vote on which designs are better or which ones are worse. Some of them are, like for example, like, Fox's design just needs some tweaks. His neck looks a little fat, his eyes are a little small, and, the legs are weird. I feel like with Fox, if you just tweaked a few... I've already seen people tweak his design, and it looks way better. There's some designs in the game that I feel like just need some tweaks, and they're okay. And there's some that are just so... Like, the big one's Cat. Like, that's not even Cat. Like, there's no fixing that. You gotta fundamentally restart the design. Falco, I don't think is salvageable. Peppy's fine, like... So, it's definitely, like, a threshold of, like... It's all over the spectrum of, like, how bad they could get. But, see, Nico Boy Official, Fox and Peppy look fine to me. I think with Peppy, it's because in the other Star Fox games, he's kind of always portrayed as, like, the old fart. Just to be blunt, he's the old mentor guy, and I think people have less of a problem with Peppy looking all freaky and ugly because of the kind of character he is. So it's because, yeah, no one's really talking about Peppy. The focus is almost entirely on Cat, Falco, and Fox. Because, Falco's looks like a Skeksis, and it's just weird. Fox just looks kind of bloated and overweight, and Cat doesn't even look like Cat. But, yeah, with Peppy, I feel like because of the kind of character he is, I think people are more inclined to just... The fact that he's got, like, a huge double chin and stuff kind of doesn't bother people as much. It doesn't bother me as much either. So, yeah, I think Peppy got it best in the new game. And yeah, as I see people in the chat say, like, they're mentioning the Mario movie. Yeah, there's also the whiplash of that. Like, you had, like, this, like, really expressive, like, animated Fox McCloud in that movie, and then a few weeks later, like, just the huge tonal whiplash, I think, is messing with people's brains. See, we can't expect people to actually want to be more critical because they've been so deprived of good ideas for so long that they'll swallow anything. And if you criticize not only the design, but also the fact that it's the same old game, you'll receive a lot of baseless hate. I definitely feel there's some of that going on. I've even flat out seen people say, like, they don't like the game, but they're afraid that Star Fox will go in the fridge, so they're gonna get it anyway. I've seen some of that. See, Falco reminds me more of you said Ori's, but I think you mean Ritos from Zelda. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the Ritos. So I feel like it's hard to screw up Peppy's design, honestly. Well, I think he lucked out in the new game. He turned out the best. Anyway, should we get started on some games now? I want to have some fun. I haven't had fun lately, and I'll try and keep up with the chat. I'm going to play, like, turn-based stuff so that I can actually look at the chat every few seconds. But one of the games that I've been playing recently, it's an early access game. It's called Repel the Rifts, and it's a tower defense game. I love tower defense games. They're the ultimate time waster. If I finish all my other stuff, one day I'll probably make a tower defense game. I'm going to make this fill up the screen because I think it's a bit tiny. And this one kind of stood out to me because Unlike some other games, it does have a really cool aesthetic. It kind of the kind of look of this game. It kind of reminds me of like a blend between like the Game Boy Advance and the Sega Genesis, and all the sound effects kind of remind me of the Sega Genesis. But actually, can you guys? I turned the music off so it wasn't too distracting. But let me make sure you guys can actually hear it. So can you guys like hear the sound effects when I click on it, or are the sound effects like way too quiet? So yeah, let me know if you guys could hear those sound effects before I start. Tone voices. I feel like Happy being fat and ugly. I take that for I'll put it I don't think Peppy actually is really fat and ugly in the other Star Fox games. I'm just saying I feel like people are more willing to accept him as being fat and ugly because of certain character traits. Peppy's never been portrayed as like a fit and like he's never been portrayed as like a fit and athletic character, even though he's got the highest jump stat in Assault, you know, because he's a freaking rabbit. But he's always been kind of portrayed as like, you know, like a middle-aged guy. He's got his thing going on, but he's not like Falco and Fox traditionally are. Where Falco and Fox, you know, they're very athletic. They zoom around everywhere. And as far as furries are concerned, Fox and Falco are usually portrayed as very attractive. But in the new game, they especially Falco, like there's nothing really attractive about him. I think that's kind of messing with people. I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong. Itatsuga Magnutsa. Have you seen Wild Blue Skies? Yes, Wild Blue Skies looks really great. I played the demo. It's a free demo. You guys should go play it. I'm probably gonna buy Wild Blue Skies before it even goes on sale because that just looks better than Star Fox right now. Like, people were kind of making fun of Wild Blue Skies for like aping off of Star Fox 64 so much, and now it's like the actual Star Fox game is coming out and it's 64. It's like, wow, you guys really made Wild Blue Skies look good. Because I was really worried that if Wild Blue Skies had to compete directly with Star Fox, that it was just going to get crushed. But like the day after they announced this new Star Fox game, like the 100,000 people like wish listed Wild Blue Skies, so I think it's going to be fine, and that's kind of cool. So maybe maybe Wild Blue Skies will turn into a new series. That's cool. I like the look of the characters in it. I think the deer character in Wild Blue Skies is going to take off. I think she's going to get a fandom. But yeah, I don't see any of you guys mentioning if you can hear the sound effects. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, someone said I heard the sound, yeah. Oh, Thea did too. All right. So yeah, this is a nice little tower defense game where it looks like it's based around characters, and each character has different towers that they start with and different skills. And as you go through the game, you'll unlock more towers and whatnot. I've played as all the characters in the game, and this guy seems to be the best. Because he starts with a freaking fire tower, which is one of the best. But I've been trying to beat the game with this character, and I can't for the life of me beat the game with this character, so I'm probably going to die and fail a lot, and then I'll move on to one of the other games that I do much better on and is funner. Alright, so I've seen quite a few tower defense games like this lately where like the kind of layout ends up being a bit randomized. So basically every few turns you unlock a new grid of the land, and you can like kind of influence the path that all the little enemies walk on. So I'm gonna pick that one. They're basically the same but going opposite directions. And then this character starts with Tremor Towers, which are actually really good. And they get even better when you upgrade them. And yeah, that's basically it for the first turn. And then, like any tower defense game, you just wait to see if your towers stop all the enemies from killing your guy or your base or whatever. So it's a pretty simple game, but there's a lot of really cool little details and stuff in this. So yeah, now that it's turn-based, in between turns, I'll check on the chat. See, Thea says, the animal realism in certain media can be great, but in Star Fox, I don't know. Star Fox has been very stylized from the start. I'm not sure it's a good fit. Personally, I think it could work. Because, like I said earlier, like, I feel like if Fox's design just had a few tweaks, it wouldn't be so jarring. Um, so I have a feeling, like, a realistic Star Fox game could actually work. There's something off about the designs, at least for me and some other people. I mean, just look at Cat. Like, look no further than Cat. I do think at this point, I think Star Fox is probably better, like a little more stylized though. Let's see. Wild Blue Skies only have a problem in the demo, and are some inputs have a big delay. Yeah, I ran into that too. The demo felt a little bit janky, but you know, it's a free demo. I kind of take demos with a bit of a grain of salt. I don't know when it comes out though. Does it come out soon? Hopefully, it doesn't come out for a few more months, and they could maybe polish it up a bit. She's a king. Oh, she's a kangaroo. I thought she was a deer. Are we talking about the character in Wild Blue Skies? I thought she was like a deer. I don't know. I didn't realize she was a kangaroo. Wow. Let's see. Tone says, because I was really now, if they absolutely butcher them by changing their colors, proportions, made them look like DeviantArt OCs, there'd be a problem. But honestly, I think they're okay. I mean, they did change Cat's colors and proportions, but I think I might have missed. Oh, I actually think I missed your first part of your comment. Let's recognize that every single Starbucks game has had a different visual style. There hasn't been much solid consistency, and they've always been redesigned a bit. I would agree that, yeah, it hasn't been consistent, but I'd argue that's also probably because each Star Fox game, with the exception of Assault, has come out on like completely different different consoles with different technology. Like going from like 64 to Adventures. Like Adventures wasn't gonna look like 64 because at that time, you know, everyone was pushing for the higher fidelity stuff on the GameCube. So like there was no way it was going to look like 64. But if you look at the original Dinosaur Planet, it does look kind of similar to 64 in some ways. So but I agree the designs have changed. Just they've never changed this freaking drastically. It's like such a huge overhaul. Starbucks instead of Star Fox. Yeah. Alright, let me do the next turn. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do anything on this turn. So I'll just let it go. Pretty much there's not much I do on the first 2 or 3 turns, and I can start placing, I can start using some of the character's abilities and start placing more towers, but the first 2 or 3 turns in this game are pretty boring because the area is so small. But let's do this. And I'll go ahead and place another tremor. Actually, now I'm going to upgrade this tremor. And then I'll place another tremor there. And I'm going to use one of the character's abilities, which places these little towers that generate extra crystals, so I can make more towers. And after this turn, I'll check on the chat. I'll kind of get into a pattern of checking the chat after every turn. And then I think I get a new tower on this turn. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna pick the Surge. The Surge tower in this game, it starts out really bad, but once you start upgrading them and then their attack starts bouncing between enemies, they kind of become like the best tower in the game. So yeah, I'll go and place a Surge there. But, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. It's a hell of a good spin-off name. Sorry, have to head out. Got work. Have a great rest of your stream, bro. And so great to see you chat. See everyone later. See it, Thea. Thank you a ton for yeah, the cat thing I did. It was the things that she says in that video. She kind of just came up with and just sent them to me on her own. I'm like, okay, I got to do something with this. I got to make Cat's bumper. So yeah, that was kind of her idea, and that was a lot of. I haven't had the best time lately, so it was a lot of fun to work on that the last few days. See, Maverick, Wolf, Cat is the perfect anti-drugs advertisement. Actually, one of my friends last night suggested I don't think I'm gonna do it, but they suggested I do like one of those 90s style PSAs where it's Cat just like You know, kind of like the Pee Wee Herman one where she's like, this is crack. Crack is not cool, kids. But that would be kind of funny, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh, let's see. Do you think you could move the webcam to the bottom right? I can't see any of the game. What? Oh, yeah, fuck. I'm sorry, guys. Let me shrink my giant face. I'm so sorry, everyone. Couldn't even see the game. Oh my god. I'm sorry, everyone. My brain's not been doing well lately. Alright, there. Now can everyone see the damn game? Alright. Let's end the turn now, because I don't have any more money to place another tower, and the market isn't open yet, so... Okay, looks like the hounds are attacking. One or two of these guys is going to get through. Maybe not. Maybe... Oh my goodness, it might actually stop all of them. Oh, cool. None of them made it through. Alright, and I think this area is going to get bigger now, and I'll get a fork in the road. It kind of, up here, at the top here, it kind of predicts the enemies and the things that are going to happen. And as far as I can tell, except for these blank ones here, it's always consistent. Like these kind of red ones here are kind of like, sort of like bosses or more difficult enemies. And then like the little arrows are, the type of thing that's going to show up that you can add to the board. So I'll do that one. I'm going to place another tremor here. And let's see if there's anything at the shop that's good. Yeah, that one's kind of good. And I can't place or upgrade anything else. So let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Oh, hey, Adam. I didn't realize that was... Oh, it was you. I didn't realize that was you at first. See, it's all good. I wasn't sure if it was just big because the game was so convo. No, I forgot to freaking shrink the webcam. Also, hope you're doing good, homie. All things considered, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing good, Adam. Actually, wasn't I talking to you like an hour or two ago on Discord? I don't remember. I can't keep track of everyone. I think I was. Oh yeah, no. Oh no, that was last night. I was talking to you. All right, so. Sorry, I got sidetracked by Discord for a second there. Let me get back to the chat. See, what are your thoughts about the new modern military style for the R-Wings, and are you going to add them into Event Horizon? In my humble opinion, the R-Wings just look like the 64, the Mark II from 64. They just have, like, some extra details where they, like, open up with guns and stuff, but I'd have to look at them more closely, but they just look like the ones from 64. In my humble opinion, they look a little over-designed. I think the Great Fox in particular looks like a freaking Decepticon. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like it. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to think, is there anything I did like that I saw in it? I don't know. I guess the lighting in the engine looks nice. Like, I don't know. You don't really get a good look at it, but I guess some of the enemy designs, they just look like nice, like, kind of higher fidelity versions of the 64 enemies, from what I could tell, so I guess those are nice, but I'm really not feeling it. I'm sorry, guys. You know, if you want to get it, it looks cool to you, by all means, but, like, I just, it's not working for me. It really isn't. The whole game is rubbing me the wrong way. And kind of the fallout and everyone's, like, kind of reaction to it is also really rubbing me the wrong way. Hopefully they spruce up the models before release. I mean, I doubt that's going to happen because it comes out in a few weeks. So the game's probably already gone gold. Or in the next game, if they feel like doing it. They look like they crawled out of the internet's early fixation on hyperrealism. Yeah, it's impossible to say what's going to happen. My feeling is if the game does well, they're going to make sequels to it, and that it's going to send the message that, oh, people liked this. This is good. Let's make sequels to this. Let's make them still look like this. So I I don't know. If the game does good, we're probably going to just get more of this for the next few games or whatever until it stops doing well, and then they'll do something else. See, I'll be real. I make some questionable financial decisions in June. So yeah, they looked over-designed, but in a realistic military way with the intakes and the fuselage. I guess. I don't know. I feel like they're just a bit over-designed. It's a similar problem to like the new Star Trek stuff, where all the new Star Trek stuff feels really over-designed. Star Trek had like kind of like nice, like smooth and sleek designs with like the nice Aztec hull plating and stuff, and now in Star Trek there's just windows and shit and weird things all over the designs, and it just looks kind of ugly. I would say the R-Wing doesn't look nearly as bad as some of the new Star Trek stuff. It just looks like it literally looks like the 64 R-Wing, but a bit over-designed. It doesn't really work for me. So yeah, I think I caught up with you guys. So let's end this turn. I hate these glint shard things, but I think I got a pretty good setup to take them out. These giant glint shard things like spawn these little tiny orbs. But these what are they called? The tremor things like instantly kill the little orbs. So some of them are getting through though. I really hope I get an upgrade for the surge thing soon. I'm taking a bit of damage. I'm already not doing great. I'm having a hard time winning as this character. I still haven't beaten the game as this character yet. Oh, cool, I found something. So I got these three options. I got one that reduces the movement speed of enemies. Stacks up to 7 times. I might just get extra money from this, though. I got this gravity control thing. It just permanently lowers all of the enemy's speed by 10%. And this one kind of looks lame, so I'm just gonna get all the extra money and just go crazy with some turrets. No upgrade for the surge turret. Let's upgrade that, and the refinery to get some more money. And I'm gonna place another one of these. Let me check that again. Yeah, this tower down here, which I can't place, the crusher, I don't know, I can't seem to find any good use for this particular tower. It can only attack in spaces next to it, and it basically just punches enemies. And it just doesn't seem to be that good, so I don't know if anyone's familiar with this game and knows how to properly use the crusher tower, let me know, because it seems like it sucks. Let's see, what else are you guys saying before I end the turn? So I always liked the mechanical look of the Assault R-Wing. I really liked when the parts would move as you did actions like braking and boosting. Yeah, the Assault designs are really cool. I think the Adventures design is probably my favorite, but I like the Assault one a lot too. I just want a game where you can have an Armored Core level customization of my R-Wing. Well, Event Horizon's got that, but I think that was leaked today. The new Star Fox game actually has that, where you can customize the R-Wing with parts and weapons, so I don't know, you might get that in the new game if that leaks true, so there you go. Something about Switch to Star Fox Metal and Shine remind me of Armored Core 6. I see a lot of people mentioning Armored Core. See, I do like your take on the Armored and Interceptor R-Wing variants you made for Faye and Miu, by the way. They look really good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really like the 2 R-Wings from Star Fox 2, so I tried to make them look as cool as possible. See, it's a Magnatza says, classic designs are the best, not over-designed with a ton of greblings, extra details and stuff like you see on the Star Destroyers from Star Wars. Yeah, I would say the over-designed stuff doesn't really make me think of Star Wars. It makes me think of like the Michael Bay actually, yeah, not only do the designs of the vehicles and stuff make me think of Michael Bay Transformers, but the characters kind of remind me of the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So yeah, I'm getting Michael Bay vibes from it, which is really ironic because I'm pretty sure I said at some point in the last few years, Michael Bay should have made a Star Fox movie back in the early 2000s. So that is kind of funny. Oh, man. Let's see, have you ever thought or attempted to make an R-Wing transform into a walker? Yes, and yes. I'll have more to say about that in the next few months. See, Armored Core 6 is so much fun if you love mechs. Highly recommend. Well, maybe I'll get it, because, you know, there's a bunch of mechs in Event Horizon now, because I love mechs. But I haven't played Armored Core 6. But I think I caught up now, so let's end this turn. Now, it looks like tomes are about to attack, which are a bunch of really quick floating books. And I can place another refinery, so I'll go to... I think one of them might break through. Maybe we'll get them all. Yep, I knew at least one of them was going to break through. Just from the kind of way, the pace they were moving. Alright, I think it's going to get another, another area that I can get. Ooh, I think I want that one because it's got a little anomaly. Another thing in this game is sometimes these little, like, rocks or, like, ruined buildings or stuff will spawn, and you can, like, excavate them to get some cool stuff. And of course, it looks like none of these three are particularly good. Oh, this one's kind of okay. So whenever a slow buff is applied, also deal damage. I don't have any towers that slow them down, so I think I'm just going to do this one. Let's see, no upgrades for the Surge, but I can level them up, so I'll go and level that one up. See, there's an anomaly. Decrease damage by 35% and decrease the rate of fire by 20. Yeah, I think I'm done with that turn. See, have you thought about making an on-foot infantry unit for Fox in Event Horizon? Yeah, I've considered it and people have asked about it. I don't know if I'm going to do it just because I think that might be pushing the engine past its limit. I'm already, like, really pushing the engine to its limit, and that might finally break it, but it has been on my mind. I'm more of a fan of vehicle combat, so I've kind of stuck with that for my game, but I don't know, we'll see. See, Armored Core is a fun time. Wish my PC didn't break when I was in the middle of playing it. So is it a very demanding game, like, for hardware? See, also, the voice actress did a fantastic job voicing Kat in the latest video you posted. She sounds amazing, flirty, and charming, which really fits her personality. Yeah, she was just in the chat, but she left a bit ago. Yeah, she came up with that idea. She just sent me the lines from that video just kind of out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, I need to do something with this. So I put that video together, and I thought it was kind of cheeky. It was fun to make. I haven't really seen how people have been responding to it, though. I kind of posted the video, I went to eat lunch, and I started the stream. So I haven't really seen most of the response to it yet. But it looks like it's getting lots of comments and stuff. And let me go. Yeah, on YouTube it seems to be doing really well. On Reddit, no one's looking at it. No surprise. If you guys are on Reddit, share that cat video. The Star Fox Reddit has not been fun lately. Anyway, where's the chat? There's a chat. I lost the chat for a second there. Let's see, I'll point out one thing with the current Star Walker and Event Horizon. The striker chaff definitely needs to be fired out the top because most of the shots end up colliding with the... Yeah, the striker chaff weapon in general just needs to be... It needs to be tweaked. It doesn't work quite how I want it to. At the moment, the striker chaff, you have to hold down the button and it slowly locks onto 4 different targets. But I don't think that's particularly useful, so I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different with how that weapon works. So, let's see, any plans to add the Roadmaster? Which one's the Roadmaster? I don't remember. I don't remember with the Roadmaster. What the heck's the Roadmaster? Is that from some obscure Star Fox thing I've never heard of? Or am I just drawing a blank? Let me know what the Roadmaster is. I don't remember what that is. Let's see. Would like to do a collab with you involving my Starblade characters and ships. I mean, I don't know if I really have time for collab stuffs right now. But some people have asked me to do collab stuff in the past, but just like I don't really have time. I'm barely managing Event Horizon right now. Let's see, Crystal Kingdom General. Chasen, may I repost my question from before? Yeah, I missed it. I'm sorry. I think I missed your question before. Let's see, Michael Bay needs to do the Dinosaurs movie and stay the hell away from Star. I don't think Michael Bay is doing the Star Fox movie. It looks like Illumination's making it. So I highly doubt Michael Bay's involved. Just a few years ago, I had said that, like, back in the 90s and early 2000s, Michael Bay had this really over-the-top bombastic style, and I kind of said that might have worked for Star Fox. But, yeah, maybe not. It's a good thing he's not involved. Let's see, the Landmaster he means? If you mean the Landmaster, it's been in the game for years. The Roadmaster sounds like an Italian Mad Max ripoff. Yeah, it does. Oh, man. Alright, I've caught up, so I'm going to end the turn. Yeah, whoever said that, let me know what the Roadmaster is, because I don't feel like I've heard of that. I've heard of the Landmaster and the Gravmaster. Maybe you meant the Gravmaster from Zero? In which case, yeah, the Gravmaster is going to show up. Eventually. But yeah, I don't know what the hell the Roadmaster is. Oh, what's this? Nah, there's no way I'm gonna have 5 leveled up refineries in 2 days. And I kind of placed my refineries away from my other towers, so I wouldn't even really benefit from this. So I am just gonna refuse that. And please, I really want to get an upgrade for the Surge Tower. They have an upgrade that lets their attack bounce between enemies, which is really good. And I could re-roll, but I don't know. I don't want to waste my stuff this early in the game. Upgrade you. And screw it. I'll increase the HP of the commander because I'm already lost quite a bit of HP this early in the game. And yeah, I think I'm done with that turn. See, the Roadmaster was an extra mission vehicle from Zero? Really? How come let me look this up. I don't remember this. Well, if it was an extra mission, then I probably just never unlocked that mission. Roadmaster Star Fox. Let me look this up. What the fuck was... Oh, I've never seen this before. Holy crap. Yeah, it's still loading. I saw the little preview of it, but it's still... I've never... Holy shit, I don't remember this. It's not part of the story mode and is only featured in the Okay, well, I didn't do the fucking training, so that's probably why. And I have never seen anyone make art of it or even mention it. Wow. It's kind of rare to be caught off guard with, like Star Fox things I don't know. But yeah, I do not remember the Roadmaster. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I don't even remember that. That's crazy. Thanks for pointing that out to me. I didn't even know that existed. I'd never heard of or seen that before, and I've never heard anyone else mention it, or that just goes to show like how badly Zero did, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I see people just saying what the Roadmaster was. The Striker Chaff sounds similar to my Berserker missiles, which split into 7 missiles, which target 7 enemies. Yeah, I do have the cluster missiles in Event Horizon kind of work like that, where it fires missiles that kind of break off into a bunch of smaller missiles. Yeah, I see people in the chat saying they never knew it existed. Yeah, I somehow completely... Oh, it seems like it was in one, like, extra training level, so yeah, most people probably never even saw it. But I've caught up with the chat, so let's end this turn. That'll be nice if I finally beat this game with this character. Oh, these guys got little shields. Thankfully, I've got I've got the surges, which do extra damage to shields, but I haven't got their bouncing attack, so yeah, I might actually lose on this turn already, which sucks. No, I think I'm gonna survive this turn. Actually, I forgot to. This character has this ability here called Prospect, which makes it so your towers generate money when they deal damage to enemies. And I totally forgot to do that, so that would have helped. Ooh, I like that one, because I can put a tremor in the middle after I excavate that. Let's see if I get anything good. That one's alright. The demons are permanently afflicted with weakness. Specialty coffee. The first time you buy an upgrade from the market, you gain energy. I don't like the seal of approval that much, so I think I'm going to pick that one that reduces the armor. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm going to get that. That'll make the tremors attack faster. I will go ahead and put another tremor here, because that'll be able to attack every enemy that goes around this area. I'll go ahead and put another surge. Should I want to put on the anomaly? I'll put it right here, because if I get a barricade tower, I'm going to put the barricade there so it builds walls here. But I might put a different tower on that anomaly. Alright, I think that's good. Let's see what you guys are saying. Did you ever see anything from Bay's movie Ambulance? The way the action is shot would go hard in a Star Fox dogfight. I haven't seen the Ambulance movie. But I don't know, maybe I'm right and Michael Bay would do a decent Star Fox movie then. When I said that a few years ago, I was serious. I wasn't joking that, you know, old school Michael Bay probably could make an interesting Star Fox movie. Oh, I missed your question again. Where is it? Let me scroll back up. Okay, I think I found it. I was wondering if you'd have played or heard of Metal Wolf Chaos. I feel like I have heard of that, but I'm drawing a blank. So remind me what it is, because I don't remember. So yeah. Yeah, I see more people saying what the Roadmaster is. Yeah, we figured out what the Roadmaster is. I hope at the end of Star Fox 2026, Cat gets to go to rehab. Me too. I wonder if that's just going to become a meme now that every game Cat is in, they just completely redesign her so she's unrecognizable in every game she's in. That's the best case scenario, is that just becomes like a joke in every Star Fox game. But man, I don't know, man. Say hi, Ice Cream Man. What's your opinion of the Skaven from Warhammer Fantasy? And speaking of Cat, the new Cat kind of reminds me of a Skaven a little bit. I like the Skaven, the freaking the little rat monsters from Warhammer. I don't really play Warhammer Fantasy that much though. I prefer 40K, but I'd say this Skaven are kind of near the top of my list. I think I prefer Beastmen and wow, I'm drawing a blank. My favorite, oh my god, oh, the fucking Lizardmen, yeah. The Beastmen and Lizardmen, but the Skaven are cool. I can't believe I forgot Lizard, how come I can't remember the name of what the Lizard guys are? Oh, duh, Lizardmen. Let's see, here's a question, not counting the Wolfen. What would you consider the best enemy vehicle or machine in Star Fox? My favorite enemy, fighter craft or machine? That might take a while to pick one, because there's a few candidates. I like the Shoguns from Sector Y. I like the Zerums a lot. The Zerum cruisers from Area 6, they got a really cool design. Probably the Zerum, actually. There's a lot to pick from, so I might need to think about that more. But off the top of my head, probably the Zerums. Let's see, you ever heard the music from 40K Darktide? I probably have. I'm pretty sure I've heard the music from a lot of the Warhammer games, but I'm drawing a blank. Darktide is the first person shooter multiplayer one, I think, right? Or is that Vermintide? I think I've heard the music for Vermintide, but I don't know about Darktide. See, it's a Magnatsu says, you have a Discord, isn't linked in your videos. I have a Discord for my patrons. I am on the Free Space 2 Discord, so, like, I don't know, if people don't want to become patrons, but they still want to talk to me, I don't know, about Event Horizon or whatever, there is a Star Fox Event Horizon channel on the Free Space Discord, and I'll go ahead and post it in the chat right now. So, let me just put that in the chat. All right. See, Vermintide is fantasy, Darktide is 40K. Yeah, I've heard Vermintide. I don't think I've heard the Darktide music then. I'm thinking of Vermintide. See, speaking of Warhammer 40K, what faction is your all-time favorite, Ice Cream Man? Adepta Sororitas, Sisters of Battle. I know that's a weird pick, but they're my favorites. Second favorite would probably be... what's my second favorite? Probably the Imperial Guard, or the Astra Militarum as they're called now. So I think I got the Astra Militarum over here. Yeah, I don't know if that's... it might be too dark for this to show up in the camera. This bunch of clouds are blocking the sun, but yeah. Astra Militarum, Imperial Guard are cool. I like the Grey Knights. Grey Knights are awesome. They're a little hard to play as, but I like the Grey Knights. But Adepta Sororitas is my favorite. Maybe it's all the flamethrowers. All right, let me end this turn, and then I'll catch up with what you guys are saying. If this is getting boring, let me know, and I'll switch to a different game. I like this game a lot, but I don't know. I want to do stuff that'll, you know, make people excited. Oh, and once again, I keep forgetting to put the prospect on the tower so that I get some extra money. One or two of these guys might break through, actually. Maybe not. Actually, I think I'm not going to take any damage this turn. Next turn is a really annoying boss enemy, though. That'll disable the tower. So I'm probably going to lose on the next turn. Oh, yep, there's the blockade. Perfect. I might not lose on this turn, then. So yeah, I'm going to make some blockades. Blockades are really useful. So I'm going to move it there. And I'll move you right there. Oh! Okay, yeah, that upgrades the blockade. I definitely want that. And let me upgrade these so that they're a bit... Oh, I can't upgrade the other one. Alright, so I might actually survive the next turn because I got the blockades. Let's see. I wonder why the Sisters of Battle are your favorite. I just think they're cool. Like their designs are cool. They have, I like the freaking, I like the background story where the church in the Imperium of Man was basically banned from recruiting men. Basically they didn't want the ecclesiarchy or whatever in the Imperium of Man to have armies, so they banned them from recruiting men. So I like the idea that the churches in Warhammer, they're like, oh, we found a loophole, we'll just recruit women. And they basically created like this army of like cyborg, like psychotic women. And I love the aesthetic, like all of like the Baroque like church aesthetic that like they have a tank that's a pipe organ that fires missiles out of it, and it's just really funny. Like I don't know, they're definitely my favorite. Yeah, they're cool. Let's see, my buddy's been filling me in on some Warhammer lore, and it's all dope. Yeah, Warhammer is really funny and awesome. Warhammer it's super British. It reminds me a lot of Judge Dredd, where like in universe everything is like deathly serious, but to the audience everything is just ridiculous and funny. Let's see. Also, I'll mention my favorite factions in Warhammer 40K: the Tyranids, because they remind me of the Goma and Hyrule Conquest. The Tau because the mechs, Necrons, Undead. I honestly like pretty much every faction in 40k except like the Dark Eldar. Like I don't really like the Dark Eldar. Other than them, I kind of like, well, Chaos I don't really like that much, but other than those two, I kind of just like all of them. But Sisters of Battle are definitely my favorite. And of course, a bunch of people are messaging me on Discord while I'm streaming, kind of out of nowhere. I got someone being an asshole because of course a lot of people have been assholes lately. I got someone shitting on Cat. Oh well. I'll respond to them after the stream. So I wish the 40k animated stuff leaned into the absurdity more because it's all deathly serious. Yeah, I haven't really seen any of the animated stuff, but I'll take your word for it. I haven't really caught up with Warhammer stuff lately. I don't know. Let's see if I survive this turn. I have a feeling I will because I got these blockades, but these guys here, like, they disable your towers for a while when they kill one of them. And unless I'm super prepared, I pretty much always lose when I get these. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lose. Oh, lose. Oh, no. Oh, I might make it, but barely. Come on. No, I lost. I always lose on those guys. Man. Should I try again, everyone, or should I move on to a different game? Let me know in the chat if I should try again. Let's see. I think like half the audience left. That's crazy. The other day when or it was like a week ago when I was streaming games. Before I streamed the game, I had a big audience, and then when I was done streaming the game, the audience like came back. It's like, I don't know, do you guys just not like me playing games or something? If I'm not entertaining when I play games, it's fine. I won't do any more gaming streams, but I could just maybe turn this into a Q&A stream if you guys would prefer. You know, I'll go ahead and before I stop playing games, I'll go ahead and do the other game I wanted to stream, which is one of my favorite games I've ever played. So let me exit this. I do recommend this game, but it's early access and it's kind of brutally difficult, so I think it needs a bit of balance work. But let me show you guys another game that I think is really cool that I highly recommend, which also has some balancing issues, but where is it? Where's the shortcut? It might not show up on OBS, and I might need to change it to, where is it? I'm not seeing it as an option. I might need to let the game start up first. Well, it started. Let me... Come on, OBS, are you not detecting the game? Great, OBS is not detecting the game. Let me lower the volume, or at least the music, because it's really distracting. Alright guys, having a tech issue, give me a second. It's not picking up the game. Let me try deleting that and adding game capture again. Let's see. Is it capture window? There we go. Now it's detecting it. Okay. Alright. So let me make sure it shows up for you guys. The game in question is called Nine Kings. It's a really, really fucking awesome game. It's like kind of a city builder, but also a card game at the same time. It's pretty unique, and it is freaking brutally difficult, especially at the difficulty levels I've made it to. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to play at a lower difficulty level. But, okay, hang on a second. Crystal Kingdom General. As someone once described Metal Wolf Chaos, a fusion of EDF, Dynasty Warriors, and Armored Core that was then raised on a diet of Big Macs and freedom. Well, that sounds like it might be entertaining. I guess I'll check it out. Let's see. I think people just like talking. YouTube might do the weird Twitch thing where it doesn't count you as a viewer if you're not chatting. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I'm not really a person who streams games that much, so I might just stick with Q&A streams and dev streams and not really do the video game stuff. I wanted to have a bit of fun today because I've not been having a fun time lately. Q&A gaming time. Yeah, I think after I show you guys this game, I'll just do a Q&A for like an hour. I actually have to leave in about, God, what time was it? I have an appointment at 6:20. I have to leave about 45 minutes early, so let's see, 3, 4, 5. So I have to leave in about an hour and a half. So maybe I'll just do a Q&A for an hour. I can't type on my phone either. Let's see, how about Carrier Command GM Mission? Is that the name of a game? I don't think I've heard of it, but I've caught up with the chat. So anyway. This game is kind of an RNG city building card battling game. It's a very interesting combination of genres. And basically, you pick one of the 9 kings who have all kinds of really cool stuff. There's the King of Nothing, the King of Spells, the King of Greed, the King of Blood, the King of Nature, Nomad, Stone, Progress, and Time. And it is very unbalanced. Some of these kings are freaking amazing, like the King of Time. The King of Spells is pretty good if you get things going, but he kind of starts out really bad. King of Greed sucks in my opinion. King of Nature's okay. The King of Stone is really cool, but anyway, I'm just gonna pick the King of Nothing because he's got some cool stuff. And yeah, each of the kings has a bunch of different unique cards that only they get. And basically, each turn of the game, you fight one of the kings, and then if you defeat them, you get to pick one of their cards, and you kind of mix and match their cards with yours, and it's really cool. And then each king has a bunch of different perks you can pick. I'm just going to stick with these ones. And then I'm on the super duper hard difficulty, so I'm going to lower it to just Prince difficulty, because the game's gotten really hard at these high difficulties. I'll go ahead and show you guys this game. So it randomizes the year, and then it randomizes the kings you're gonna fight against. And then yeah, you place your starting castle, which I usually just place in the back here. And then you start out with a few cards, and I had a perk that gives me an extra card, and wow, it gave me 2 farms. That's amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and place these 2 farms. And my castle should be able to hold off these 2 guys. Okay, that was really easy. The farms basically increase your troop count, and so now that I defeated him, I get to pick a card from the King of Time, and I'm just gonna pick Regression. But yeah, the farms, they increase the counts of troops you have. So if I put archers by these farms, it'll just keep increasing how many archers are in the group. But so I'll put the archers down here, and then every turn I'll get more archers from that farm. And I really like the weird graphic style of this game. I don't know why. I like these like super duper like basic pixels. I don't know why, I really like them. So after you place all your cards and you play all your cards, it like goes into that little battle thing where it kind of pits you against whatever your enemy has. But oh, do I want the dispenser? I don't think I want the dispenser. I might do Midas Touch. And every now and again, you'll get like this little blessing thing. So clones the target plot cards to your hand. So if I put something on those 2 grids, when the blessing happens, which is a few more days from now, I'll get clones of that card, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to use the wild card on the farm, so it levels up. Now I get 2 archers every turn. Man, I'm fighting the King of Time a lot. Alright, I think I'll win this turn. I'm so used to the fucking max difficulty and playing on it. This seems kind of like ridiculously easy now. Ooh, the warpers are really good. I'm definitely going to pick the warpers. I'm going to place them here. But anyway, this is turn-based. I need to look at the chat in between turns. Let's see. Anybody heard of Chrome Hounds? Yes, I have heard of Chrome Hounds. That was, I think, a mech game on the... Was it the 360? Like, from 25 years ago? I remember Chrome Hounds. I remember seeing that back in the day. I don't really remember much else about it, though. Let's see. It's a game back on the Xbox 360. Carrier Command is an art. I've never heard of that. An RTS on the 360. I definitely have to look into that. See, does Ice Cream Man know of the game Homeworld Deserts of Karak? Yes, I've played that game and I've beaten it. It's great. Deserts of Karak is an awesome little spin-off of Homeworld. See, it's like watching ants fighting. Yeah, probably. For some reason, this is going to sound like a really negative comparison, but the aesthetics, especially of the little troops, for some reason remind me of Masters of Orion 3. I don't know why. Everyone hates Masters of Orion 3, but I always liked the weird little, like, hyper-pixelated look that all the units had in Masters of Orion 3. And this kind of was reminding me of it for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. See, Ragtags GV. Oh, your question. Hey, off topic, how do you feel about the cat redesign in Star Fox? I don't know why, owner, if they didn't... I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading. Didn't go with her pink design like in Zero. I guess she's part of a gang and everything, but my god. Yeah, I agree with you, Ragtag. The design itself is fine, but it's not cat. It's like a completely... And like you even said there, like, she's part of a gang, and it's like, I've heard a lot of people just gaslighting, like, oh, she's part of a gang, it fits her better. I'm like, guys, have you met people in gangs? Like, not everyone in a gang looks like they need to go to rehab. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just gaslighting to justify. Like, if you like the design, fine. Just say you like it. You don't need to, like, gaslight everyone. Like, oh, it fits her so much better because she was in a gang. No, there's a fucking gang in Texas where they wear, like, sparkly bright pink jumpsuits. Like, come on. Like, no, that's not an excuse. They try to do a crazy new design and it misfired. It's that simple. Like, sorry, I answered that earlier. Like, I don't like what they did to some of those characters in that game. It really is rubbing me the wrong way. So I played the game Deserts of Karak here too. Also, I see the comparison there due to seeing videos of Masters. Yeah, it's specifically Masters of Orion 3, the third one. It kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, the thing is, we met the gang. Yeah, Falco was in the same game, or gang as Cat, and he doesn't look like he's... I mean, he looks weird, but he doesn't look like he needs to go to rehab. So that like reasoning falls apart. Falco doesn't look all horribly like drugged out like she does. It legitimately was just a misfire design. Just, if you like it, accept it. You don't need to justify it if you like it. But yeah, all the fucking gaslighting is ridiculous. Yeah, look at Saints Row. Like, look at the gang members from that game. They all have, like, very colorful designs. They're all very distinct, and they all have a lot of character. Like, man. Sorry, guys. Like, I've been really not enjoying the discourse of Star Fox lately. All the gaslighting and stuff. Most of it's around Cat, too. Like, understandably so. So I think people forget that some gangs love to dress up. And yeah, most gangs don't want to look like meth heads to draw attention to themselves. Like, I feel like that's a weird stereotype that a bunch of people, I don't know, maybe it's because movies and stuff, but I don't know. Anyway. So you have the same take I have. Good design doesn't fit. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how good or bad that design is. It's not Cat. It looks like a Star Wolf villain. I don't know. But let's do this turn and see what happens. You know, their armies are starting to get pretty big. But I got the little warpers that summon extra guys every few seconds, which is pretty cool. Actually, let me try the speed. I think it's going a little too slow. Speed. I'm used to playing this on like hyper speed. Yeah. And yeah. There we go. Okay. Ooh, more archers or more farms. I'll do more farms so I can keep getting more warpers. Oh, cool. I get to, okay, every now and again you get to pick royal decrees, which are really cool. I think I'm going to re-roll this one, though. I don't like this one. Ooh, this one isn't that good either. And the store's coming up. I don't want to waste all my gold. Ah! Shoot. Oh, well. Let's do one more. Oh, poison thorn. Oh! Do I want Catharsis? I think I'm going to do Poison Thorns. Later in the game, Catharsis is like the best one to pick because it basically makes it so all of your guys do the same damage as your guys with the highest damage, and you can like just instantly make your army insanely overpowered. But I'm going to pick Poison Thorns so that every time an enemy attacks, they get a stack of poison. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. I have opinions. My general take is everybody for or against the new cat are making mountains and molehills. That's fair enough. I think I've said before, Cat isn't my favorite character. But you know, it was leaked today that apparently Farah's in the game. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so it might not be true, but all the leaks seem to be coming true, and apparently Farah Phoenix is in the whole game. And I'm kind of dreading what they're gonna do to her, because I like Farah Phoenix a lot. And I'm worried she's gonna look like a meth head. Let's see, pretty much depends on the theme of the gang. Well, like you guys are pointing out earlier, the gang that Cat and Falco was in doesn't seem like a freaking meth head gang. Let's see, Cat is supposed to be beautiful and charming. Too bad Nintendo messed up. Yeah, she's Marilyn Monroe. Like she's supposed to be like a reference to Marilyn Monroe. She's like a jewel thief. She's vain. And she's a bit full of herself, and she uses her beauty to get what she wants. Like, that's her character, at least part of it. She's a flirt, and she likes to mess with people. Like, she messes with Falco. Let's see, flight time. Nanny Fair is in the game. I stress that there hasn't been any screenshots or anything. It's just, it's been leaked that she's in the game, though, so apparently they hid that. And it's not like she's even an extra character. She's one of the main members of the Star Fox. Yeah, what other Star Fox game does that remind me of? Another Star Fox game where Farah was in the Lilac Wars. But anyway, apparently she's in the game, so I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But I'm not looking forward to whatever they do to Farah. See, I don't think Farah will be in the game. It's been like decades since those Nintendo Power comics, and I haven't added her to any other game since. Yeah, I don't know if that leak is true. It seems like I don't know. Again, all these leaks keep coming true. Like, except for the comedy leak, every single one has come true. So I'll find out soon enough. The game comes out in just a few weeks. What if Farah's Discord handle is Farah Feet Pics? No, Shin Neo King, maybe an Easter egg. No, apparently she's in the entire game. And the direct even in the direct they showed, you can see the R-Wings information, there's an extra spot. Apparently they didn't show Farah to keep it a secret until the game comes out to surprise everyone, but it's been leaked apparently. So, you know, again, the leak could be false, but It's looking like they probably added Farah to the team, and I'm just not looking forward to. I mean, if she looks anything like Fox, it's gonna just no. Yeah. Someone's saying they fly in a weird 5-ship formation a few times, but it feels like a copium. It does feel like a copium theory, but it does seem like a weird mistake for them to make them fly in a 5-unit formation so often. So I don't know. Oh my god. I am fucking dreading that, because I love Farah. Like, Cat's not my favorite character. I can kind of live with the fact that they butchered Cat, but like Farah is one of my favorite characters, and I'm really not looking forward to Scoliosis Farah with her tiny beady eyes and her weird digitigrade feet and and her fat neck. I can't do it, guys. If that ends up happening, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, man. Anyway, I'll try to distract myself with this game. Alright. Ooh, I think I want to upgrade my castle this turn. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade the castle. Let's see. I'm counting the Saints, Oh yeah, you're talking about all the different gangs in Saints Row. Yeah, they all have very flamboyant looking aesthetics, which Cat would fit right into. See, IRL, I don't think 4-ship formations are symmetrical. Yeah, they're not. Even in Event Horizon, the formation isn't perfectly symmetrical, but I don't know. So just passing through to say hi and keep it up, man. You are the boss carrying the Star Fox franchise in my eyes. Well, thank you very much. I'm thankful for that. Flight time, Scoliosis Fair. I mean, yeah, look. I mean, it's not quite as extreme as Falco, but Fox is all hunched over, like, you know. I'm just waiting for Scoliosis Farah, man. Let's see, we'll be right back. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll see you when you get back, I guess. Anyway, let's upgrade this castle. This wave might actually get through, because they have paladins, which are pretty strong, and I think this wave is going to... Hopefully I get paladins. If I get paladins, I'll be in a pretty good position for a while. I might actually survive this one. Awesome, I'm gonna make it. Cool. Oh, and I get paladins. Awesome. Freaking awesome. Ooh, there's some interesting stuff here. Oh, yeah. Oh, and of course I wasted all my freaking money to get the poison thorns, so now I can't buy any of this. I wanted to buy the mycelium. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna drop some paladins in between those two farms. See, they call PETA Nintendo uglified my cat. Yeah, I agree. I don't like what they did to Cat. And if the rumors or the leaks are true, I'm probably not gonna like what they'll do to Farah. See, Farah being in require Miyamoto to add any element outside of 64. Maybe the leak's false. We'll find out. We'll find out in like 3 or 4 weeks. I think the game comes out in less than a month now. Or someone will leak images of it before then. We'll find out pretty soon if that's true or not. Maybe it'll be an OC and Pharaoh will be spared the indignity. Keep the... I don't have any faith in Star Fox right now. I don't. Honestly, I lost my faith in Star Fox like 10 years ago. So it's not like it's anything new, I guess. But no, the leaks are saying it's Farah Phoenix. It's not an OC. It's Farah Phoenix. In the fur. See, I'm still less upset about the digitigrade feet than I am about the proportions of the legs. Fox's legs are too damn short for the rest of the body. Yeah, it's I don't know, it doesn't really work for me. The legs and the feet look a little they're all small and they look kind of weird. It's kind of ironically, even though it's like hyper realistic, it's giving me Wind Waker vibes.
Let's see. I feel bad for you and everyone else in the Star Fox community when it comes to the character design direction. I mean, it seems like a lot of the Star Fox fans seems to be liking it. I don't know if it's just copium or if, you know, they're sincere, but I know it's hard to kind of gauge what the actual consensus of everyone on the internet is, because the internet is such a big bloated blob, but basically for like the first 2 days everyone was kind of laughing at it, and then after that you started to see a lot of people saying, nah, it's actually, I like it, or it's growing on me. So it seems like at least a portion of the Star Fox fandom seems like they're digging it, but I'm not. Some other people aren't, and yeah. Let's see. Hope you feel about the new stuff in the prologue with James, seeing what actually happened to him. Well, I did that in my Star Fox game already, so it's just kind of like seeing it again for me. Let's see. It's crazy how the Star Wolf team got the glow up and the Star Fox team got sent to Uncanny Valley. I think it's probably just because Star Wolf is villainous, and people just subconsciously aren't as bothered if like someone villainous or antagonistic is I guess horrifying. I've seen people bitching about Wolf, you know, but whatever. I see people kind of saying like, oh, Andrew came out the other end fine. I think that's just because Andrew actually usually is portrayed as really fucked up in the other Star Fox games. So he kind of just wins by default by not looking all... just by comparison, I guess. Let's see. I think the fandom is accepting it because it's the only way to signal to Nintendo that they want more. There's probably outside the fandom who just think it's another game. Yeah, I think it's probably that. I've legitimately seen quite a few people saying they do not like this. They don't want to. They're upset that it's 64 again, and they don't like the way everything looks, but they're going to buy it anyway because they're afraid if they don't, then Star Fox goes in the fridge for another decade. I've seen people saying that, and it's like, well, you get what you pay for, I guess. I can understand that position. So, see, these Star Fox designs remind me of the very first Sonic movie design. Yeah, it kind of is reminiscent of Ugly Sonic. I do think Ugly Sonic is probably it could just be because Ugly Sonic is interacting with human beings in the trailer, but I would say Ugly Sonic is a little bit worse. But it might just be because he's interacting with actual real people, and it just makes Ugly Sonic just really stand out like that much more. Whereas in the new game, they're not interacting with actual people, but... Blazia says, we also haven't seen full body images of Star Wolf. I think I'll be upset if we do. Yeah, Leon's probably gonna look fucking demented, but, you know, I might work with him because he's a chameleon. See, Nintendo is allergic to learning why people hate a thing. Yeah, I think you guys really seem to want to talk to me, so I might... Let me just play this for a bit, and then I'll just do a Q&A, and we can all just chat for an hour. Let me just get through this. So hold your questions for a bit longer. Now I've got these paladins, I'm probably just gonna bore into this game. If I get an orbiter, that's awesome, because orbiters are probably the best unit in the game. Oh, there we go, orbiters. Yeah, the orbiters are fucking amazing. So I'm just gonna put them back here. The orbiters, they like throw these like frisbee clock things that like go through all the enemies and come flying back. So they damage like entire rows of enemies. It's really great. I'm gonna go with this. So I'm probably gonna just blaze through these waves until some of the other enemies show up. Ooh, a beacon. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get the beacon. The beacon makes everything around it, it increases their attack rate every turn. Ooh, who should I fight against? The King of... I don't like fight... The King of Progress has some really nasty stuff. I'm probably going to pick the King of Stone. And also, then I can possibly get the King of Stone stuff, and he's got a few cool things. But let me put this beacon right here in the middle so that it'll keep boosting the attack rate of those guys around. I'll get some more paladins. Oh, actually, I might not survive this wave. I think they're actually going to be this turn. It's going to be really close. Oh, I'm not going to make it. Barely, though. Alright, cool. Let's see. Toonetone says, I'm a head out. Keep those chins up, y'all. I'm doing my best. I think I'll be able to keep my chin up until I see what they do to Farah, and then I'll probably just end up in a hospital for a few days. I know I'm being melodramatic, but I don't think I can handle ugly. Like, I don't think I can handle Monster Farah. That'll be too much for me. Ragtags V76. Would you prefer to see the movie design for Fox? You know, a month ago, if you asked me that question, I would say no. But yeah, the movie Fox is better. I don't like the really pronounced black lipstick on the movie Fox, and some of his like facial expressions are they're so exaggerated that they kind of creep me out. But it is better. I have to admit, the movie Fox is better. The game sounds really loud. Oh, really? Let me, it's so quiet on my end. Let me turn it down. I can't, if I turn it down anymore, I think it's just gonna be mute. So I guess I'll just mute it. It's just little sounds of people going, and so it's not like there's anything you really need to listen to. So I'll just disable the sound effects. I still haven't used my Midas Touch yet, but I think I want to level up the archers. See games. Yeah. See, Flight Time says, what game are you playing? I'm playing a game called Nine Kings. It's one of my favorite games. It came out a few months ago, and it's awesome. I highly recommend it. If you like city building games and like card strategy games, it's really cool. It's more of a card strategy game than a city building game, but it's really cool. But yeah, I'll Ugly Sonic Gaming Nightmares, dude. If the fucking leaks of Farah are true, I probably won't literally have nightmares, but I think 2026 Crystal would give me nightmares. But anyway, let me get through this, and we'll just turn the stream into a Q&A and a chat. I'm about a third through the game, through a round of the game, so maybe I'll unlock some stuff. Oh, they're pushing back on me because those fucking I have orbiters of my own, but those orbiters are really good. I actually think they might be the most overpowered unit in the game. They're so good because they damage so many enemies with their attack. I'm gonna pick warpers and upgrade my warpers. Oh, cool! I got clones of the orbiters. Awesome. So I'll freaking level them up. I'm gonna level up that beacon, and then I'll level up my warpers. Awesome. My army's getting pretty big now, but they got a lot of paladins, so I might still lose this round. Thankfully, they're all bunching up so that the trebuchet from the castle or the catapult from the castle is doing as much damage as possible to as many of their paladins as they can. But oh yeah, I think I'm gonna win this round. Awesome. I think I made the right choice picking that poison thing. Oh, I get to level up my paladins. Awesome. I'm looking out with some pretty good cards. He doesn't have that many orbiters. I think I'll make it through this one. Unless if he kills my... No, he killed my paladins. Shit. No, I'm gonna make it through this one. Alright, cool. Actually, you know what? I think I know a way to make it so that the sound isn't crazy. Ooh, throw this into the pit to replace your current hand with copies of your last played card. Ooh. Oh man. No, I think I'm gonna go with the Warper. Ooh, doubles all the stats of level. Well, I don't have any level 1 troops, so that card is basically used, or that decree is useful. Allows you to pick 3 new plots. Receive 9 free rerolls. That could be good. I'm gonna do this. Oh, every poison effect is now applied twice. That is gonna synergize really well with my poison thorn, so I'm gonna do that. But anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. What if they added James McLeod, the FF0 version, to the Switch Star Fox? Like everything's the same and ugly, but James is just a man who looks like. That would be funny if they added the human James McLeod to the new game. That would be kind of funny. All right, getting close to the halfway point. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna try and figure out how to make the sound not as crazy. So let's turn that up a little bit, and then let me go to OBS and turn down desktop audio. All right, let me know if the sound is too loud after that, or if I might have accidentally turned down my voice volume. So let me know, guys. So let me know what you guys think of the sound after that. Yeah, my army's getting really freaking big. Ooh, these cards all suck. The thieves don't seem very good. Mercenaries are only good if you're playing as the King of Greed. Then the dispenser is only good if you get it on like your first turn. Because the dispenser basically just keeps getting more powerful and attacking faster every time you get a piece of gold. So I'm just gonna reroll and hopefully get a beacon. Yeah, there we go, the beacon. So I can level up my beacon there. What sounds? You guys still aren't hearing any sound? I thought I turned this. Did I forget to? I guess let me turn it up a bit more. Or is it? Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Is it? Let me know if the sound came back now or if it's still too quiet. I don't know, maybe there's a glitch, and even though I turned the sound back up, maybe the OBS just isn't even picking up the sound. Oh, I definitely want the Orbiter, so I can level up the Orbiter there. And now I can get an extra plot and make my city a little bigger. I think I'm going to do this one because there's a little treasure chest there that'll give me something. I'm going to pick the steel coat and give it to my paladins. Because the steel coat makes it so that the first time one of your guys gets hit by an attack, it does 0 damage. And especially if the steel coats stack, it becomes really good. I still haven't used the Midas Touch yet. I probably, yeah, I should give the Midas Touch to the Orbiters. Really, the King of Greed again. I guess if I get another Midas Touch, I'll pick that card. Wow, look at all those damage. There was one time I played this game a few weeks ago where I got the damage to be like infinite. I got like this crazy chain reaction of cards that like just boosted up the damage of one of my guys to infinite. It was awesome. Destroys target plot and gives you 30 gold for each level it has. I'm gonna pick the castle so I can level up the castle. Oh, and let's see. This turn I'm fighting the Jack of Rainbows. But let's see. Is the sound better for you guys? Still can't hear the game. Shit. I don't know what's going on with the sound. I see some people saying barely hear it. So let me... How about now? Can you guys hear it now? The little volume bars are going up, so it should be picking up sound. There isn't a lot of sound in the game until the fighting starts, to be fair. Like, it's just, there's very, very slight sound effects in this part of the game, so... let's see. See, repost. What characters were your most and least favorite to work on in Event Horizon? Also, the sound is okay, but barely audible. I'll answer the first question when I'm done playing this. I just want to beat this run, and then we'll do a Q&A. I thought I saw... Oh, I see someone recognizes this game. Wallachia Top Guy. Yeah, this game is really great. It's very unbalanced, but it's really fun. I beat it like a month ago, and now I'm just going through the fucking difficulty thing where you unlock stuff. Where, like, the difficulty keeps going up to unlock a bunch of stuff. Now, the Jack of Rainbows has some really freaking awesome card. Like, really funny and, like, crazy cards, including one called a Replicator that just keeps... Like, yeah, as the name sounds, it's these little robot things that just keep replicating into huge swarms. But the Jack of Rainbows, if you beat him, he has some really good cards. He has one that, like, makes your troops giant, which, if I do get that, I'll put it on the Paladins. And of course, his three, like, least... Well, his haste card is really good with the fire towers, but I don't have any of those. There we go, Gigantify. I'm gonna use that on my Paladins to make them giant. Yeah, it doubles all their stats, too. I got, like, giant Paladins. Okay, now I see you guys saying the game audio is good now. There, I figured it out. Awesome. I think I'm gonna beat this. I'm more than halfway through the run, and I seem to be doing really well. Unless I get, you know, one of the bosses might wipe me out. I'm getting another steel coat, and I'm gonna put it on my Paladins. I'm just gonna beef up these Paladins so that they just take all the fucking damage from there. Yeah, you can see all those zeros, you know, from the steel coats canceling out the damage. Although, again, those freaking orbiters, man. I got orbiters of my own, so it kind of works out. And then, oh yeah, and then this right here, like, actually, I think I already have max orbiters. Oh no, well, I could use regret. Yeah, I'm gonna just get more regression. And, oh, there's the shop. Let's see, is there any cool stuff I can get here? Trappers are only good if you use them at the start of the game because it gives them time to lay their traps. I think I'm gonna reroll. Oop, there's the flame tower. That's the one the freaking haste is good with. Fuck it, I'll get the flame tower. I'll use regression on. Oh, I forgot to leave that. I'll use regression on the farm and the orbiters. The regression card basically lets you level up. Wow, those ballistas just wiped out like half my army. Did you see that? My whole army up here just boom, just got wiped out by those ballistas. Oh my god, those ballistas are... Oh my god, I'm gonna lose this round. It's a fucking ballistas. Holy crap. Man, I was doing so good. Now I lost a life. Holy shit, dude. I think I'll pick the soldiers. That completely caught me off guard. Those ballistas, man. I might lose the next time the King of Stone attacks with ballistas. That's crazy. Yeah, the ballista is like they fire this bolt that pretty much instantly kills almost everything, and it flies through a line. It's ridiculous. If you build walls around your city, it'll go through your army and like destroy the walls too. Ooh, Adrenaline. That is a really good card. I'm going to give it to my orbiters. I'm going to get another Venom. So now I got ×2 Venom. The Poison's going to really, really stack. But yeah, the Adrenaline card's really good because every moment of time that the game goes on, that unit, the attack rolls keep getting faster and faster. So after like 20 seconds, my orbiters will just be... Their frisbees will just be back going like warp speed. Man, I really hope I don't have to face all those ballistas again. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Paladin to get them to level 3. I know my Paladins should be, like, really beefy. I like the giant Paladins. If you get Gigantify, like, twice, and then the Paladins or, like, whatever you use it on, the sprite will be so big. It's hilarious. Let's see what you guys are saying. Really, King of Greed is your favorite? Man, I have a really hard time playing as the King of Greed. His beacon and yeah, his beacon is really good. And if you get the dispenser on like the first turn, by the end of the game, the dispenser is freaking amazing. But I have a lot of trouble using his other cards. I feel like his thieves are useless, so I'm probably gonna pick Overinvest and then save it for like the last turn. Oh, I can make peace with an enemy. I think I'm gonna make peace with the King of Stone, so I don't have to face his ballistas anymore. That was a mistake declaring war on him. And I got a flame tower out of it, but I think I'm gonna update the orbiters first, level them up, because now that my orbiters have adrenaline. Oh, their army's looking pretty big. Yeah, now that my orbiters have adrenaline, like I want to kind of pour all my yeah, look at the damage up here that the orbiters are doing. They're like, the damage is like going way past everyone else because of that adrenaline. Look at 22,000 damage. Oop, more farms. I'm gonna update my farms so that I keep getting more troops pumped out. Oh, they got a lot of orbiters too. Orbiter battle. Yeah, okay. I think I'm back on track. I can't. It's not one turn. The fucking ballistas come out and wiped out my army. I lost a life to it. I think I used regression on orbiters, so I'll get them to level 4. And I will get that treasure chest back there behind my castle. And I'll pick another farm. Let me upgrade the orbiters, and I'll upgrade the other farm over there. Man, look at all these paladins I got. Ooh, the Jack of Rainbows. Maybe I'll get another Gigantify from him, and I can make my paladins Godzilla sized. Yeah, it's probably too late in the game to get the replicators. The replicators are a really good card that the Jack of Rainbows has, but they're better earlier in the game because it gives them time to actually replicate. So I'm probably not going to pick the replicators. Yeah, so, oh, yep, there's another, I'm going to pick Gigantify. But yeah, these replicators, if you get them early in the game, they're so good. Because every turn they multiply, I think, yeah, by 9. So they get 9 new troops every turn. And then when you level them up, they get an additional 9 for each time you level them up. So these replicators can quickly just spiral out of control. There's one time I had like 3,000 of them. And then I got another card that lets you clone. And then I got another card that like causes a unit to absorb all of the units around them. So there was one time I was playing this game where I had a replicator that was at like 3,000. And then I cloned it, so I had like 6,000. And then I used the card that sucks in all the troops, and it just like went up to like 20,000. It was insane. But I'm gonna do Gigantify on the freaking paladins again. I got these giant fucking paladins. I just love how derpy the sprites look when they're all giant. It's so funny. Oh man. Oh man, guys. What a time to be alive. Another steel coat. I'm just gonna throw that all in the paladin, because yeah, I see the bosses coming up. I've almost beaten this run. I just want to see if I unlock anything to do this run. Any more perks, maybe? Yeah, I think I'm gonna win. It looks like I'm just curb stomping every turn now. Unless it's a crazy boss, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. Yeah, I'm gonna do regression again. I'm gonna do regression on the orbiters, so I can just keep leveling. Oh no, I should have done it on the paladins. Yeah, I should have used the regression on the paladins. My bad. See what you guys are saying. Enemy trappers are absurdly tanky. Yeah, I don't get that. This game is super unbalanced. And yeah, also the enemy thieves seem to work better than when I use the thieves. Same thing with the ballistas. It's getting kind of late. Late in the game. I don't think I need Midas Touch. Same thing with the vault. Can I get overinvest? Yeah, I guess I'll go with Midas Touch. Oh, another. Wow, this. I'm gonna get poison thorns. I get double poison thorns and double venom. Like this has just been the poison match, I guess. And I'll place the flame tower. The flame tower is kind of useless unless you get some things as the King of Stone. If you get the haste card from the Jack of Rainbows, the flame towers are fucking hilarious. Because the problem with them is they're really slow. By the time they get down here, like half the battle's done. But if you get the haste card, the tower just like zooms around everywhere. It's really funny. Oh, I should have put it behind the castle. Oh, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use rewind. Yeah, I'm gonna use rewind because then I can just upgrade the flame tower. Oh, it only gave me one flame tower. Whatever. I'll upgrade the flame tower and then I'll use some of those other cards. Now he's a bit faster. Yeah, the flame tower with haste is really funny. It's the giant tower just zooming around everywhere. It just looks hilarious. But I wasn't expecting to get the flame tower, so. Ooh, yeah, I want wild card because then I can. Oh, Carnage. Carnage is really good. That's a King of Blood card. When your guys die, they like self-destruct. Combustion's pretty good too. I think I'm gonna do Combustion and Carnage. And I got enough for another wild card, so yeah, I think I'll do a wild card. All right, I'm gonna give Carnage to my Paladin, so when they die, they blow up everything around them. I'm going to give Combustion to my Orbiters because they're doing the most damage. Oh, actually, my Paladins are doing a shit ton of damage. I'll give it to the Orbiters. They'll cause enemies to explode. Steel coat on them. I'm going to level up the farm again. And I'll probably use my last wild card on the castle. Yeah, I see the little combustion rings from the enemies getting killed. Yeah, only 2 more turns and I beat it, and then we'll do a Q&A. I guess I'll pick the castle because I can't level up my beacon. And these soldiers back here have barely done anything because they're still at level 1. I'll do regression on the Paladin in the off chance I get a Paladin on this last turn. I might get a Paladin on this turn because it's the King of Nothing attacking me. So I might get to. Holy crap! Look at the damage the Paladins are doing. Holy shit! The Paladins are doing so much damage. That's insane. 86,000. I've never seen Paladins do that much damage before. I'm just gonna re-roll to see if I can get Paladins. Oh, no Paladins. Whatever. I think I'll get Archers. Yeah, I'll level up my Archers to level 3. And it's the King of Greed. Yeah, his boss is really easy. I'm probably gonna win this. So I'll upgrade the Archers, the Warpers. I'll use Wild Card on my. Oh no, I'll use Wild Card on the Paladins, and I'll update the castle. All right, I'm probably gonna win. This boss is pretty easy. He's actually, I want to say he actually is the easiest boss in the game. He has this beam that like instantly kills a guy, but I don't know, he might win. My little bar at the bottom left is going down pretty fast. This one might be close. Look at all the purple poison damage. It's hilarious. No, I'm gonna win. His army's gone. All right, yeah, I'm gonna win. Yeah, he does have a lot of health. Let me do the fastest speed, so it just goes down faster. Because it's boring just watching them wail on the boss. Actually, they killed almost all of my Archers and Orbiters. It's the Paladins that made me win this one. There we go, and that's 9 Kings. It's a freaking awesome game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do another run. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that game because it's really fun, and I just want to support it. So if that looked cool, go get it. It's great. There's like the game it's kind of like an RNG. It's almost like it's not really a roguelike game. I mean, it kind of is. But it's got like a sort of story mode in it. I wouldn't really call it a story mode, but it's got like a campaign kind of thing in it with all these levels you can do. Some of these levels are freaking brutal, but I managed to beat them all. Yeah, it's a great game. Despite all my fucking, the terrible month I had and whatnot, there's been a lot of amazing games coming out in the last year. But, yeah, let's just turn this into a Q&A, because, I don't know. Did you guys at least have fun watching that while I did it? Make my little portrait bigger. We'll do a bit of a Q&A. I have to go in a little bit less than an hour, so I'll just go for about an hour. Watch, the audience is going to come back now that I've stopped playing the game. All right, let's see some of the comments and questions I missed. Let's see. Might actually buy this game myself. It's looking pretty fun so far. Did you mean Nine Kings? Yeah, I think it's only like $10. I got it when it was on sale for like $5, and man, it's been actually it might have been the $10 might have been when it was on sale. It's really great. I think they just added multiplayer to it too, or at least they have a beta of it where you can do multiplayer, so it's gonna get even better if you like multiplayer. Let's see, Wallachia Top Guy was a bitch to 100% all the achievements though. Yeah, I don't think I got all the achievements. The Blitz level was just insane. I hated that Blitz level. The one where you literally have to beat it in 9 minutes. Like that one. The only reason I won that level is I beat the Blitz level and I killed the boss, but it gave me the defeat message because the timer ran out. But because I defeated the boss, even though it was after the time limit ran out, it still gave me the win. For the Blitz level. I still got the win. And I'm like, screw it. I'm going to accept that win because this level is not fair. Let's see, Ice Cream Man. If you have to make 3 new themed enemy gangs the Saints have to face in Saints Row, what will those themes and names be? I don't know. It's been so long since I've played Saints Row. I thought you were going to say in Star Fox. I have some ideas of gangs in Star Fox, but I don't know what I'd do with Saints Row. Funnily enough, Saints Row was made by the people who made the engine that my game uses. So that's a weird fucking coincidence there. Let's see, Wallachia Top Guy. I know I had the King of Progress with every plot filled with 100 plus rats. They had over 1 million health and damage. Yeah, the fucking chain reaction with the rats because they can level up infinitely. For some reason, I don't really like the King of Progress. He doesn't really fit my play style. See, still like Star Fox, Event Horizon, and Assault. Well, thank you. I'm happy you like Event Horizon. I put a lot of work into that game. So they got like Pikmin. Yeah, they sound like Pikmin, yeah. Crystal is the best telepath member of Star Fox. That is technically true, but she's also the only telepath member of Star Fox, so there's not really another member that could top her that's telepathic. See, adrenaline on warp. Yeah, the adrenaline on warpers is pretty great because then they just keep summoning shit faster and faster. I usually put it on orbiters first though, because the frisbee thing. So yeah, Nine Kings. Yeah, it's a great game. So indie games have been thriving the past several years. Yeah, that's where it's at right now, I guess. Was it Super Fantasy Kingdom a few months ago? That was like easily the top 10 favorite games I've ever played. This is a contender for top 10. What other games did I get in the last few months? This one's technically a really old game, but Transport Tycoon, which they actually just released on Steam like a month ago. Transport Tycoon, one of the best games I've ever played. I just discovered that. So there's still some great games coming out. See, Falco design an Assault section like that. Combine of his adventures and Assault look. Because it looks alright in my brain. I keep thinking of wearing one of those double-geared jumpsuits. I think you're saying combining Falco's adventures and Assault design? So I think you'd like Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is that first-person, like, melee medieval game? I think I've seen that one. The Roadmaster is the best is it telepathic? It's a little vehicle though, isn't it? See, I think you know this might be a common complaint, but are you going to work on the Soria content to smoothen the gameplay a bit more sometime? Yeah, right now, if you're talking about the Thorntail Hollow, I'm gonna guess the Thorntail Hollow is actually broken right now. There was some change to the engine a few months ago that broke the Moon Mountain Pass, which I completely redid from scratch a few weeks ago. The Moon Mountain Pass should be fine now, but the Thorntail Hollow is broken right now. The frame rate on the Thorntail Hollow is crap, and the boss just completely breaks. So yeah, they're the Thorntail Hollow I need to overhaul right now because, well, it's all busted. Let's see. Yes, that's the one. I totally swapped names with Kingdom 2 Crowns. Let me look this up if it's on Steam. I've not heard of Kingdom 2 Crowns. Kingdom 2 Crowns. It's cheap. That's a good sign. Oh, no, I don't think I've heard of this. It looks like it's kind of old though. It came out in 2018. I've not heard of this. Is it like a? I don't know if you guys can see this. I think you guys can probably hear it though, but I don't think it's showing up on OBS. Oh, so it's like a city building thing too, like just from the side view. I don't. It looks like you control the character. It kind of reminds me of Patapon. I don't know if anyone remembers Patapon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll add this to my wish list. Thank you, Mr. Adam. I will add that to my wish list, and I'll probably get it whenever it goes on sale. Yeah, that looks like it might be kind of cool. Let's see. Shinyo King, I am just shitposting about the Roadmaster. Alright, I can't tell anymore of these. Dude, I can't tell when people are serious or joking on the internet anymore. There's times when people are being serious and I thought they were joking, and then they're just like, you know, I have the fucking the Spider-Man moment where I'm like, wait, you're serious? Like, I can't tell anymore. Like, Crystal Kingdom General, you answer my question. Let me go back. If you asked another question, I missed it. Don't forget my question. I'm sorry. I missed it. Let me scroll back up. Oh yeah, actually, I did remember reading that when I was playing the game. What characters were your most and least favorite to work on in Event Horizon? Obviously, Crystal's my favorite. Faye's probably a very close second. Faye was a lot of fun to work on a few months ago in that the animation I did. Faye is a blast. I liked working on me. Honestly, just all of them, really. I had a lot of fun working on Cat these last few days. You know, considering I've not really been in a mood to do much lately, it was fun working on Cat. My least favorite is probably, what's my least favorite to work on? Because I can easily tell you my best, or my favorite, which is Crystal, because Crystal is just my favorite character. I think that's kind of a no-brainer or obvious, but my least favorite, probably Andrew. Andrew might be my least favorite. And I'm gonna have to be animating him quite a lot soon because he's in Star Fox 2. But I don't. Maybe I'll start to like maybe I'll start to like Andrew a bit more as I have him in the game more. Pharaoh is a blast. I'm gonna be animating her quite a bit soon because there's cutscenes with her that I need to do. Farrah is a blast to animate, but man, what are they gonna do to poor Farrah? So hopefully that answered your question. I don't know if I could give like a specific hierarchy. I can just kind of tell you like my favorites and the ones that were my least favorites. Andros was a lot of fun to animate, but I haven't animated him in quite a while. Let's see. I was going to ask about Thorntail. Yeah, the Thorntail Hollow. It's legit. It's actually impossible to beat it right now because the boss breaks. I don't know what happened. There was some change in the engine because like there's people playing it 2 years ago. It ran and worked just fine. I have footage playing it from like 2 years ago. No frame rate issues. It ran fine. The boss worked fine. Something happened in the engine in the last few months that broke it. So I have to go in and find out what happened and fixed it. So I recommend avoiding the Thorntail Hollow until the next version or two. See, Robot Coffin. It's a city builder, kind of, but lots of things are predetermined. You're developing the kingdom bit by bit. Oh, that kind of sounds like Super Fantasy Kingdom, actually. There is a bit of RNG in Super Fantasy Kingdom, but if there's like predetermined stuff, like, so if it's anything like Super Fantasy Kingdom, I'll like it. It looks like Faye's about to yoink the ice cream. Yeah, she's about to devour the ice cream. Random Event Horizon question. I remember watching the opening cutscene and seeing that Fox is a prosthetic leg. Is there explained lore of that, or just a small reference to the old prosthetic legs? There is an in-universe reason why he's missing his leg, and it actually involves Farah. But it did start out as just like what am I gonna do? Am I gonna go with the metal legs thing or the organic legs? And I thought about it for a while, and I'm like, why not both? I'll have one of his legs be a prosthetic, and the other one's fine. But yeah, there's a reason he lost his leg. It's related to Farah. Oh man. Favorite Sharp Claw color from Adventures? Probably just the yellow ones, actually. I don't remember if the green would probably be my favorite, but I think General Scales is the only green Sharp Claw from Adventures, if I remember right. But if there were green ones, it'd probably be green, but I don't... Off the top of my head, I can't remember if there was green Sharp Claws other than Scales. See, what does the team do for fun or to pass the time on the Great Fox in your mind? Well, I haven't really shown it yet, but there is kind of like a rec room where they have like a freaking weird like chess thing, which the weird abstract chess thing is actually in the theme park level I'm working on too. They got like a little chess thing, that's basically like a rec room where all the food is. They've got video games and stuff. So yeah, they just, go on vacation. They go back to Papatoon to visit people, and they play games and shit. And Rob is just constantly maintaining the Great Fox. Let's see. Have you played Heroes of Might and Magic, Jason? Yes, I have. I played the first 3, and I think it's 5. Is it 5 or 6? Let me double check. I played the first 3, and then I played one of the the later ones. I think it was 5. Heroes of Might. It might have been 6 though. It was 5. Yeah, I played 5. I liked the 5th one quite a bit. The 3rd one was pretty good. The first 2 they're a little old for my taste. But yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic was cool. I think they just brought out a new one. Let's see. You know what? Let's get some cat in the background. Let's have cat in the background and brighten up our days. Let me go find it. Let's see, media. Is it the media thing, or is it not video capture device? I think it's media. Make source visible. Let me go find the file. Although I have a feeling it's gonna when I put the fucking cat video in the background, I think the volume is gonna just like surge, so I might need to turn down the volume. Where did I save it? It's in my cinematic folder, I think. There we go. Yeah, there it is. I want it to loop. Restart playback. Speed. All right. Let me know if the volume, OBS might play the volume and then you guys can't hear me, so let me know. Oh yeah. Let me lower the volume. It's probably really loud for a second there. Sorry guys. I turned it down. I just want cat in the background. Anyway, we'll have her hiding in the background there. Like it's right down there. All right, back to your questions. Let's see. Hey, Ice Cream Man, are you aware that there's a Star Fox at War mod? No, I was not aware. For Empire at War? Let me go look that up. I did not know that. And I play Empire at War mods like once a year. I kind of check on Empire at War to see what's going on. Is it just in the Steam Workshop? I've not heard of that. Let me go to Empire at War. Go to my library. I don't think you guys are able to see what's going on with Steam, but
Let's go Empire at War. You can probably hear it, though. Let's go to the workshop, and let's check that out. I have not seen that yet. Let's see, Star Fox. It doesn't look like it's coming. Oh, it's just take. Yeah, it's not coming up on the workshop. So I guess that might be why I haven't seen it. It might only be on ModDB. So let's go to ModDB. ModDB Star Fox at War. And of course I spelled everything wrong. I see Star Fox Generations. Is that it? It's for Empire at War. So let me click on that. No, I haven't heard of this. Is there? I don't see any screenshots or footage or anything that were downloads. So I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. I don't know. I'm not finding it. Link me to it. Okay, it's on. It's on ModDB. I'm not seeing it. Oh, I think I found it. I think it has 2 different pages. Oh, this is an old mod. This is from like 15 plus years ago. I don't know how I've never heard of this. I don't know. Is it Star Fox Generations, or is that, or are you talking about a different one? Because I found a really old one from like 15 years ago, and it looks like it's not. Looks like they stopped working on it back then, but no, I haven't heard of it. Now I have. If that's the one you're talking about. See, my headcanon is that Fox was trying to do a sick flip off the sand dune while riding his Cornerian bike. Well, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. He was trying to do something to impress Farah, and it didn't go well for him. Let's see. Robot Coffin. Actually, not sure if I've asked, but do you have a dev team for Event Horizon, like beyond voices and sound? I have several people that occasionally help with the project. There's Astaroth, who he's a programmer who's gotten specific things. He's basically a guy I go to where I'm like, look, I can't get this to work. What the fuck do I do? And he finds a way to get something to work. I have Dukar, who is trying to get checkpoints to work in the game right now. He's been, like everyone I know, he's been having a really rough time this past April, though. He's got shit going on in his life, so he's not been able to really do anything lately. It seems like... Oh, unplugged my headphones again. It seems like his life is back on track, though, so hopefully he's also... He wants to work on Sigma with me, too, but... He's worked. He actually got the freaking volumetric fog stuff to work in Event Horizon properly, which is why it has volumetric fog in it now. There's quite a few other people that have contributed like little. I've had people like contribute little bits to the game, but as far as like an actual team member that I consistently work with like every day who has like a specific task, I don't yet. I just haven't really found anyone with the appropriate skills that are interested in working on this long term. I do know that Gagnatar he's able to animate in Maya, and I was talking with him last night about hiring him to do some of the animations in Event Horizons, so he might take over some of the animation work in the next few years. We'll see. I was talking with Gagnatar last night and asking him for like tips on this animation with Cat. He pointed out a few things that he thought could be improved. So Gagnatar, for those that don't know, Gagnatar is the guy who worked on the Half-Life mod. He's working on some stuff in the background. He knows how to I was gonna say he knows how to mayate in Anima. He knows how to animate in Maya, so he knows how to do exactly what I do. He's still kind of refining and practicing his stuff though, because he's still kind of new to it. But I told him like, dude, if you keep working on your stuff, like I might hire you in a year or two to take on some of this animation work. I always, yeah, Adam, I'm right there with you with the A. I've always thought that ever since I first made the website, was Star Fox EH, like 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, it's the Canadian brand Star Fox.
My father's Canadian too, but he's lost his Canadian accent, but because he's lived in America for so long. But yeah, so yeah, Star Fox Generations is abandonware. Okay, so yeah, Lord of Creation. It is, yeah, somehow I'd never heard of Star Fox Generations until now. I'd never heard of it, but according to Robot Coffin, it's abandonware, so it looks like they never finished it. So I wonder if it's related to the incident Wolf talked about where Wolf stole some of Fox's contract as well. Yeah, let's just say Fox embarrassed himself trying to impress Farah, and it didn't go well for him. I might reveal someday what exactly happened, but for now, it's just going to be one of those things you guys will have to guess. And that's how Wolf lost his IT. He might be onto something. See, Maya and Anima. See, Luke ran. Haven't animated in Maya in over 10 years. Yeah, don't. If you can avoid Maya, don't. I mean, if you can avoid Maya, avoid Maya. Just don't use Maya. Use Blender. It's better. See, random person, the better looking cat. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like this cat. Ugh. There's people telling me they don't like it now, but I haven't really read what they had to say yet because I've been doing a live stream. It's Andrew being a Nepo baby hire for the Star Wolf team perfectly describes his character. I just realized the webcam's over there, so I'm probably like, let me switch over to this computer. I'm like looking sideways the whole time. Let me refresh and open the chat. All right. Never heard of Maya. It's one of those industry standard 3D modeling programs. Along with 3DS. They're both owned by Autodesk. Maya's really buggy. It crashes all the time, and it just, I don't know. I don't like Maya that much. But I'm kind of stuck. I'm forced to use Maya, so I'm stuck using it specifically for animations. I use Blender whenever I can, though. Hey, Ice Cream Man, have you heard of Masters of Anima? Yes, I played it. It's great, and I've beaten it. I also like their other game, too. Is it called, it's the one where you have, like, a ship and you place, like, turrets around it or whatever. Is it called Galaxy Trucker or Space Trucker or something? But, yeah, I played Masters of Anima. It was a cool little game. Rick Prong Runner, your design is better than what Nintendo's using for Star Fox 26. I very much appreciate that. That makes me happy to hear, because yeah, I don't really like what they did to her. See, anyone that hates your designs and sings the praises of those abominations coming out of Nintendo is being a fool. I mean, if that's what they feel, that's what they feel. Like, if they really think they look better and mine look worse, then I can't stop what they're feeling. Like, that's just how they feel. So, I mean, I don't understand why they think some of that stuff looks better, but I like Command, so I'm not the person to ask. I don't totally hate Command. So I have very strange, weird opinions myself. So I can't really throw any shade at anyone who's just like, oh, I think it looks really cool, I'm gonna get it. I can't. Like, if that's what you really feel and believe, then, you know, I have weird takes too, so. See, I gotta ask, if you could go back and work on Hyrule Conquest or even Hyrule Total War, what would you have done differently? If I know the answer to this. If I did go back and work on Hyrule Conquest, it would just be nothing but Ocarina of Time. It would just be all, it would look like Ocarina of Time. I might sneak some stuff in from other Zelda games, but it would just be based around Ocarina of Time. None of the new Zelda crap. Not like, but honestly, I was even talking about it with who was I talking? Was it Lizzie? Or maybe it was Codeman. I was talking with someone the other day because they were asking me, like, you know, would you go back to it? I'm like, it's been over 2 years now, and I feel like quitting Hyrule Conquest was the best decision of my life. Like, really quickly after that, I was just a happier person. And basically until the last month, I've been pretty happy for the last several years. I've had a lot of fun working on Event Horizon. I've met a lot of really cool people, and the audience has been great. It's only been, especially in the last week, where I just kind of lost my drive to work on Star Fox. But yeah, That's what I'd do if I ever... Actually, no, I take that back. If I ever went back to it, I would do a ROM hack in Ocarina of Time. I'd just do like a ROM hack in Ocarina of Time. I don't know if I'd make an RTS. Maybe sometime, in the future, if I finish all my original stuff and I'm bored and I have enough money to retire on, I'll do some more Zelda stuff. Another 20 to 30 years from now, I'll probably be old enough and there'll just be enough Zelda history that I could just do whatever. And maybe by then the fandom won't, they won't be as bipolar. I don't know. Zero Coffin. I went back and watched a lot of the Star Fox Event Horizon scenes, and as I remember, they just kept getting better and better. As a result, the cat animation looks fantastic. Thank you. Like, if there's one thing I do feel about myself, it's that as time goes on, I feel like I do keep getting better. I just don't think I'm quite there yet. But yeah, like, I've watched some of my old scenes from, like, Hyrule Total War. I can't even look at them. They're so bad because, I made them like 15 years ago. But or even some of the old trailers for Event Horizon from like 10 years ago, like so I guess one thing I can say is in 5 years Event Horizon will probably look better than it does now, and in 10 years it'll probably look better than it does in 5 years, because if you look at Event Horizon from even just 5 years ago, it looks even more janky as fuck than it does now. So I'm always trying to find ways to make it look better. It just takes time because, I'm not super skilled and I'm kind of just one guy, and maybe people who are really good at this, they'll come out of the woodwork and make things look better. I don't know. But let's see. Adam says Hyrule Total War and Hyrule Conquest were impressive, but the scope creep was too much for such. I don't know if I'd call it scope creep, because it was the immensity of it was all there from the start. But yeah, it was just too much. Too many different factions, pulling things from every Zelda game. It was just too much. I really should have focused on just like one of the games. And again, if I ever went back to it, it would be specifically Ocarina of Time. Because that's the Zelda game I like the best, I guess. I'd probably have a few little Easter eggs from other Zelda games like Twilight Princess, but yeah, Hyrule Conquest was too much. It's possible, like, if I could have finished it, but it just, yeah. I should have started with a smaller game, completely finish that up, and then once that was done, then maybe start adding things from other Zelda games into it. Even Star Fox Event Horizon, even though it's a lot smaller than Hyrule Conquest, it's still quite a lot. But I'm pretty much at the exact halfway point of Event Horizon. And assuming nothing crazy happens in the next few years, I think I'll probably have most of the levels done within the next 5 years, based on the pace I've been going. It seems like it takes about a year to a year and a half to finish each of the campaigns, and there's 3.5, because I'm in the middle of one right now. There's 3.5 left, so yeah, probably 5 years. That doesn't take into account the voice actors, because they all have their own schedules. So there's a possibility the game will be just completely done before all the voice actors have done their lines, and then just, the months or years after that, the lines will be coming out. So I don't know. I think, Event Horizon's more manageable. I'm trying not to scope creep on it. I have a few ideas of things that I would consider scope creep. Like, I wanted to do like a racing thing in the game, where it's like a thing based on Fox and Farah when they were in the racing circuit, but I'm not touching that until the game's done. All the multiplayer stuff, not touching it till the game's done. People have said you should do a Star Wolf thing, not touching it until the game's done. So there are things I would consider scope creep, like ideas I have, but not touching them until the game's done. So at the moment, the game as it is, I'm finishing that, and I'm trying not to add any extra stuff in it until that's done. So no scope creep. Let's see. Anagia 3 4, 5. I'm not going to read the whole number, sorry. I will counter note about your too much point, but I remember Deox, Codeman, Exo, and many others telling you not to add in more to your Hyrule War. Yeah, I was warned, but I was motivated, and I was pulling it off. I was just losing. I was pulling it off. Like the last thing I did, I got the River Zora in and whatnot. Like I was pulling it off. It just I had lost my I guess my passion. So I'm like, I've been working on it for such a long time, and people weren't liking the decisions I was making, and just I wasn't liking the Zelda games coming out, and I'm just like, man, I just don't think I like Zelda anymore. I really need to step away from the Zelda stuff, like, badly. And I put that, like, I was feeling that, like, a year before I stopped. And eventually I'm like, look, I will just finish up the River Zora, because I was already, like, in the middle of working on them. I'll finish them up, I'll get them out, and then I'll do a patch or two for any crazy bugs, and then I am done. And I've stuck to it. I haven't worked on it in almost 3 years now. I haven't touched Hyrule Conquest, and I've been happier for it. A few Zelda games have come and gone. The new Zelda movie's looking pretty decent. I mean, it could end up being terrible, but of all the Nintendo things coming out right now, hell froze over, and the Zelda movie's looking kind of like it might actually end up being pretty decent. I'm getting cautiously optimistic about that Zelda movie, just based on the there's things that have been leaking about it. It seems like it's Ocarina of Time. Like they've leaked all the Kokiri and Goron stuff in it. So it doesn't look like it's based on fucking Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild or one of the games. It looks like they really are. It looks like it really is based around Ocarina of Time, which probably my favorite Zelda game. So yeah, strangely, Zelda seems like it's kind of getting back on track. And apparently they're making an Ocarina of Time remake at the end of the year. As long as they don't make it look and play like Breath of the Wild, that's something I'd probably be interested in. So I don't know, guys. I feel like hell is freezing over. Like hell is freezing over. Somehow Zelda seems to be kind of getting back on track. I mean, I don't want to, I might end up being horribly wrong in the next 8 months. That Zelda movie could end up just being garbage, but at the moment, the little details that have leaked from it are looking like, hey, this doesn't look terrible. Like, the casting so far doesn't seem to be terrible. The aesthetics don't seem to be terrible. They're not, like, amazing. Like, I feel like the movie so far, like, visually looks kind of generic, but, like, I'll take generic over terrible. So I don't know. Curious to see what actor they have playing Ganondorf, or if it's based on Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf will be in it. But knock on wood. Yeah, I don't. I have a feeling the Ocarina of Time remake. I have a feeling it's gonna be like an open world, like Breath of the Wild style game. It's probably gonna look like Breath of the Wild, and if that happens, I won't be interested in it. But you never know. It's just called The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I mean, that's what it was originally called. So I'd kind of be confused if they remade Ocarina of Time and they just remade Star Fox 64 and it's not called Star Fox 64. So yeah, I could see them just calling it Zelda, like nothing else. Yeah, Nintendo's doing a shit ton of remakes this year. I think they're also remaking Super Metroid too. And didn't they just release a remake like 2 or 3 months ago? If I remember right. I don't know. I guess it's the remake year for Nintendo. See, Crystal Kingdom General. Of course, Nintendo puts more effort into making Zelda better, but giving less than the bare minimum for Star Fox. I don't know. I have a feeling they did put effort into the new Star Fox game. I just personally feel like it was misplaced effort. I say that, but it is a 1-to-1 remake of 64. Like, they didn't put in the effort to come up with like a bunch of new levels, and so yeah, I don't know. Knock on wood. No, I mean, if Javier Bardem is Ganondorf, call it Link. That could work. Actually, am I mixing him up with? I think I'm mixing him up with Benicio del Toro. No, Javier Bardem is. Am I mixing him up with? No, I'm not mixing up. Yeah, for a second there, I thought I might have been mixing up with Benicio. Yeah, call it. Oh man, that would be an interesting casting for Ganondorf. But seriously, guys, if a year from now the Zelda movie ends up being great, I'll probably shit a brick and I'll just be like, hell froze over. See, Platinum Lucario. Mercury Steam would be remaking Metroid Super Mission. That makes sense because they made Dread. However, I think they just laid off a ton of their staff recently. I mean, everywhere's laying off staff. That kind of implies that they're not really working on anything crazy at the moment. Although a remake of Super Mission might not be that crazy, but... It's Platinum Lucario. It's just Ocarina of Time, but with manual jumping mechanics? Really? I haven't heard that the jumping thing is that's kind of that'll take getting used to, because yeah, in Ocarina of Time it had the auto jumping thing. Chris Pratt is Ganondorf. Fucking Jack Black is Ganondorf. Oh man. Yeah, Jack Black is. Oh man, yeah. The one thing though about the movie, like even though it seems like it's based on Ocarina of Time, it doesn't seem like that version of Princess Zelda is based on the Ocarina of Time Zelda, because she's got the bow and arrow and stuff. Like Zelda in Ocarina of Time was a freaking sorceress. She was like a mage, kind of like in Smash. I mean, they got all her Smash Brothers stuff from Ocarina of Time. You know, she's like a mage. She flings spells and stuff, and she can hover around and whatnot. So it looks like they're pulling specifically Princess Zelda from later games. So, but everything else in it seems to be based on Ocarina of Time. The Benicio could work out too. Yeah, either of them I think could pull off Ganondorf. They both have played intense villains before. Mads Mikkelsen is Ganondorf. I don't know. Mads Mikkelsen probably would. I don't know. Maybe with heavy prosthetics, and I don't think Mads Mikkelsen has the look of Ganondorf. Lord Metallium says, "Dude, Ice Cream Man, I'll continue to support Event Horizon. I still can't believe Nintendo once again did another remake we did not ask for." Thank you for continuing to support Event Horizon. As long as people are interested in Event Horizon, I'll keep working on it. And right now, it seems like people are interested in it. It seems like there's some people, who are just like, we don't need it now because now we got a new Star Fox game. But most people, no one's left the Patreon in the last week. That's a great sign. In fact, it's the exact opposite. A lot of people have joined the Patreon in the last week. So that's all fantastic news. So it seems like the interest in Event Horizon will probably continue, and therefore I'll keep working on it. That's been the best part in the last few years, is just people actually being interested in it and saying they want more. That really does help, getting that kind of feedback. I didn't really get that so much with my Zelda game. I got a lot of it wasn't all negative. Obviously Hyrule Conquest and Total War had its fans, but I think the Zelda it was an RTS game. The Zelda fandom in general, that RTS is a niche genre, and I took tons of freaking lore liberties and stuff. I can understand why people would not like Hyrule Conquest, and it looked jank because I'm not that skilled, especially back then. So I can understand a Zelda fan stumbling on Hyrule Conquest and being like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like the RTS. I don't like Link having a beard, and I can get it. I can get it. But it kills morale is all. See, Xenotron, I feel people being mixed about this remake has only worked to your benefit. I think you're right. I think it's too early to tell for certain, though, because like I said, let's see, I don't know. I don't know. I generally keep that kind of stuff private, but there's some nuts. Also, sorry, tangent. As I predicted, I stopped playing the game, and there's like the audience has like more than doubled in size. I guess you guys just don't like me playing games, but you like me just sitting here talking about random shit. So I guess I won't do any more game streams. I'll just like if I'm bored or like I want to relax and not work on anything, I guess I'll just do a Q&A stream and talk to you guys. You guys seem to like that better. But what was I just what was I was answering a question. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, it was Xenotron. I feel like people being mixed about this remake has only worked in. Yeah, I at least for the near future, because you know, if the Star Fox game does well, they're probably gonna make sequels, and then maybe that'll kind of start satisfying Star Fox fans, and they won't be quite as inclined. But at least, yeah, for the immediate future, I think you're right. I think it might have actually helped my project. At least the people that are kind of disappointed with the details of it, like, you know, it being a 64 remake and some people not liking. I've got quite a few people who've, I think I mentioned this the last time I streamed, both on Discord and on YouTube. There's people who've sent a message saying, like, I used to not really like Event Horizon. I used to think, you know, I didn't like the way the characters looked. And then I saw the new Star Fox game and I felt like I had to come back and apologize to you. I've got a few comments like that over the last week. So yeah, it might have worked in my favor, at least for the near future. See, Adam M3377, you and your team have seriously outdone yourselves with Star Fox, man. Thank you a ton. The voice, if you direct that, the voice actors too, especially, they'd love to hear that. Like, especially lately, Thea has been really just going all out lately with Kat and Farah. I think she's finishing up some of her Farah lines tonight or tomorrow. I don't remember when she said, because she's a professional voice actor now, and she's in a bunch of projects doing voices. So her time to do voice acting for Event Horizon is a bit limited, but she's doing some Farah stuff tonight or tomorrow, and I can't wait to show it. See, Anaja, I think the stream doesn't intake watchers who do not participate enough. So when people are watching you play, they don't talk after a bit. No. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, case in point, the fucking stream dropped to like 40 people now. So it was like at 70 and it dropped to 46 since I said that. So yeah, I don't know. There might be some weird stuff going on with the count. See, Robot Coffin. I think there's also a decent amount of people who like the new game and also see Event Horizon as more Star Fox. It can't all be bitter. Yeah, I have a feeling the people that fall into that category, I would guess they're mostly like new people who don't really have like a perception of Star Fox. But I don't know. There's definitely has to be people like that want both, which is great. You know, the more the merrier, I guess. That, you know, that's obviously like the ideal thing. Just people are like, hey, both. I'm not one of the people who thinks both, though, but that's for me to deal with, I guess. See, Winter Fox Delta, Star Fox plus your excellent talent and storytelling. It's no surprise you continue to... Thank you. If there is one thing no one's ever made a negative remark on, if there's one thing, it's the story in Event Horizon. So I'll take that as... Well, there is one detail people have complained about. It's killing Farah. But, man... Depending on what they do with Farah in the new game, I don't know. It might be death. There might be fates worse than death. Let's put it that way. She might become a huge meme in the next few weeks, depending on what her design is. She might become a massive meme. But thank you for that. I'm seriously, I'm happy so many guys like the game. Like that's why I'm still working on it, because there's a lot of people that seem to want me to. See, there is like the Sonic and Pokemon fandom notion happening with the Star Fox game. Like if the official product is not up to snuff, so they move to fan games and projects. It happens all the time, which works. I'm under the impression Pokemon and Sonic just keep pumping out games, especially Pokemon. I didn't know that was really a thing going on there. I feel like other than F-Zero, I can't really think of another series that was really popular that keeps going dormant for so long. Let's see. I think most people in the Star Fox fandom have a two-cake mentality right now with the new game and Event Horizon. Again, I've said this before. Like, when it comes to the internet, it's really hard to tell like actual numbers. Sometimes it seems like it's a lot of people because, like, 20 people like say a thing like over and over again, but it's like there's millions of people on the internet and you're not seeing those millions of other people. So that phenomenon can happen. Like on the Star Fox Reddit, it really seems to be going back and forth. Like every day, everyone seems to love it, and then the next day, everyone's just kind of shitting on it. Like it's all over the place. I can't tell what's going on. I just stopped going to Reddit. I posted my cat video there earlier, and everyone ignored it, so I just fuck Reddit. The Star Fox Reddit is just weird. Whatever. Let's see. I think this is true. That's how Twitch works. I think that's a follow-up to something else you said. Or you're answering someone else. I'm not sure. Oh, you added Aniga. What did Aniga say? I think the stream. Oh yeah, that I already addressed that. Let's see. Hey, Ice Cream Man, I've been watching your content off and on since the days of your first. Wow, you've been around a really long time, since the first releases for Hyrule Total War. Wanted to thank you for the immense work you put into everything. Thank you a ton. Happy to find someone who remembers the old Hyrule Total War and liked it. Can you believe that was 15 years ago? I think the first version of Hyrule Total War came out in the middle of 2011. Can you believe that? Hyrule Total War predates Skyward Sword. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. That was that long ago. Man. I mean, Event Horizon predates Zero. I was working on Event Horizon 2 or 3 years before Zero came out. So it doesn't feel like it. It's so weird. Let's see, I'm happy Farah is getting attention again, at least. From Event Horizon, or do you mean, like, just in general? Yeah, I really like Farah. I do think a lot of it is because of Thea's job, Thea voicing her. She's done such a great job with Farah. Like, Farah's, like, one of my favorite characters now. I'm finding any excuse I can to use Farah more. Lord of Creation. Hey, Ice Cream Man, are you aware that there are people out there keeping your Hyrule Total War mod and now Hyrule Conquest mod alive? Yes, I am. Every now and again, they message me asking for, asking me to kind of help them figure out things I did so that they can get things to work. So yeah, I think there's 2 different Hyrule Conquest continuations of my thing now. So yeah, I'm aware of them. So as much as it sucks for Farah, killing her off is very effective for the story. It sets up Shears as the I hate you more than the big bad villain, and removes the potential love complication for Crystal. Yeah, that was pretty much my main motivation for it. I thought I call, I've said it on streams before, even with the voice actors themselves. I call it the Bambi moment, or the the Littlefoot losing his mother moment, kind of like that. And I think on a story level it works pretty well, but it's sad. It's Farah, and Farah's really cool. Now, if they kill her in the new game, there's gonna be some like red flags going up. I'm like, hey, they killed Farah in the new game too. That's a bit suspicious. if they make her an Aussie in the new game, Oh, guys, for those of you who are not interested in the new Star Fox game, or you don't like it, if my project somehow influenced it, I sincerely apologize. That is not at all what I was going for. If there's any truth to that, I'm sorry. I don't think it's true, but I people know this by now. I do have some connections to people involved at Nintendo. You can probably guess who led to that. I am reasonably certain there are people within Nintendo that are well aware of me. Thankfully, none of the lawyers. There is a possibility. I don't think there is, but if that is true, I sincerely apologize. My goal with Event Horizon wasn't to make everything hyper realistic and just do 64 again. So if that's the case, they got the wrong lessons out of my game, but they probably didn't. So, but there's people accusing me of it. What was his name? There was some guy who made a video the other night saying like, oh, you know what this new game reminds me of? Star Fox Event Horizon. And I'm like, oh god, no. There's people who are blaming the new game on Event Horizon. So I don't know. We'll never know until someone actually says something or I actually find out. I haven't heard from many of the people I know. I haven't heard anyone, like, no one even knows what team is making the damn thing. So anyway, see, Sonic not as much these days. Sega is actually giving Sonic Team proper dev time now. Oh, well, that's good for Sonic. I feel like they just released like some open world Sonic game like a year or two ago, which in my time scale that's not that long ago at all. See, Aniga 3457, dude, I still enjoy your work despite you leaving Hyrule behind. I'm also on both of you're on, wow. Thank you. That is awesome. Maybe one day I'll go back and do Ocarina of Time Conquest or something. I've not been into Zelda lately. I haven't. Like, every now and again I'll think about Zelda and I'll be like, yeah, maybe I should do something. And then I'm just like, nah, I'm going to do Star Fox instead. But just at the moment, it's been several years now. At the moment, I think I need a longer break from Zelda. So Shin Neo King says they pump out games, but a lot of old head fans may straight up not like them, so they do that. So you're saying like kind of like the older generation of Pokemon fans just don't really like the new ones that much. Also, guys, I have to leave in about 10 minutes, so I'll be wrapping this up soon. I have a doctor's appointment. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. It's just a follow-up thing. But I have to go to the doctor in about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to go get some dinner after that. Anyway, where was I? I'm going to try and answer as many of these as I can before I have to go. See, Farah's death just adds to the stakes and maturity of the story. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to like kill her off pointlessly too. I wanted it. It wasn't something I even originally planned. It was something that just kind of organically like clicked. And when I because originally Farah wasn't even going to be in the Lilat War. She was just going to have that cameo in Corneria City when she's a cop. And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I think it would just make more sense for Farah to be in the game earlier instead of later. Because there's not nearly as many characters during the Lilat War. So I'm like, I'll just have Farah join the team after her cameo, and then she's just going to be part of the Lilat Wars. And then, I was trying to figure out, I was having kind of problems with Shears too. Like how does Shears become like the vendetta of the Star Fox team? Because without that personal thing, Shears is just some traitorous asshole that works for the Cornerian army. There's nothing personal between him and Fox or anyone in the Star Fox team. He's just like a random villain, that turned on the Cornerians. But then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, if he kills Farah, that's a pretty damn good reason for them to want to hunt him down, waste all their money hunting him down across the galaxy leading into Soria. And from there, it just all kind of clicked. So, let's see. Wallachia Top Guy. Don't forget a lot of the fans of Nintendo flooding in. Oh yeah, they're absolutely... People have been saying, it's tourists. New fans are good, but they they don't have the same frame of reference. Like for me the gaslighting is what's really just driving me up a wall. Like for example, because it's like the thing people are talking about the most, like Kat, her redesign. I'm seeing a lot of people, mostly on Reddit, but other places too, just saying like, well, she's in a gang. This, like, her looking like a psycho meth addict just fits that better. I'm just like, have you seen people in gangs? Like, you do know, like, lots of people are in gangs and they're out in public and they don't look like lunatic meth addicts. Like, there's this gang in Texas where they wear these sparkly bright pink jumpsuits and outfits. It's like, so there's the fact of like, that is a weird stereotype that doesn't really exist, that you're just using to justify a design change. And two, like, why would you want that in Star Fox of all things? Don't you want like more variety and like awesome I don't know. It seems really weird to take Kat of all characters and like make her like this like grisly freaking like villainous looking character. Like, and the reasoning is being, oh, because it fits her better because she's in a game. Like, no, stop gaslighting people. Kat is based on Marilyn Monroe. She's like a jewel thief. She's like, Selena Kyle, like Catwoman. She's like this fun, flirtatious character. She's not a fucking like hardened, like crazy, like gang member. Stop, just admit you like the new design, you think it's cool and it's better, and stop fucking gaslighting people. Like, come on. And also the whole puppet thing. Oh, they're based on they're not based on the puppets. The puppets have cartoony proportions. They've got like, they don't have digitigrade legs. They have big heads. They got big eyes. They're not based on the puppets. Like, they just wanted to do something new. If you think it's cool, awesome. Just stop gaslighting people to justify it. Like, you don't really need a justification anyway. They're like, we want to do some new art style. We want to make them look all realistic. Like, just say, like, I like the new art style. You don't need to go on Reddit and Twitter and yell at people trying to gaslight them to justify it. And sorry, some people don't like it, and you're probably not going to change their minds. Like, some people don't like the way the characters look. They don't like the way they redesign Kat, and just let them not like them. Like, I don't know. It comes off as like a bunch of people are kind of just like insecure. Like, they can't just be like, oh, I like the new game. I like the way it looks. No, they have to like justify it. Like, just, I don't know. Just, did I just rant again? Sorry, guys. Someone asked me a question related to that, so I just was answering them. Wow, there's a shit ton of I don't think I'm going to be able to get through these in 5 minutes, so I'll probably just answer one or two more. Let's see. Joe Schmo. Question, can you share anything about how you intend to change the Star Fox command story when you work on it? Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll try not to spoil too much, but the main thing that kind of happens in the actual command game is the team kind of splits up and breaks apart, and there's some endings of the game where they all split up. And it seems like most people didn't really like that. So with Star Fox Command, when I incorporate it into Event Horizon, I'm kind of going to approach it from reverse, where everyone is kind of already split up. Like, Slippy is getting married, so he's kind of distanced himself a bit from the Star Fox team. Faye and Crystal work for Space Dynamics, and that's actually where the kind of... that's the angle for the slight rift, the bit of a rift between Crystal and Fox comes from, is she went with Faye to work for our Space Dynamics. Peppy, you know, he's old and retired. So the Star Fox team is basically, it's just Fox, Miu, Falco. Who am I forgetting? I think it is just those three. I'm forgetting one. Oh, well, Rob. So yeah, the Star Fox team is basically, they've kind of all started to go, you know, live their lives. And the team's kind of split up. So a lot of it is you trying to track down and reform the team while all this shit is going down. Yeah. That's kind of what's going. That's kind of the approach I'm going for with Command. And I know a lot of people don't like Star Fox Command, so if I start working on it and the reaction is negative and you guys don't like it, definitely let me know. I am willing to stop and be like, okay, this isn't working. I'll roll it back a little bit. Maybe I'll include these as like just some bonus levels. I'm fully ready to just, stop myself when I start adding in command stuff, because I know a lot of people don't like command. And yeah, I got a few minutes. I'll answer one more question, and then I gotta go. Let's see. Besides, their Lilac system map is completely different from Event Horizon anyway. Yeah, it's got a few differences. It's not really a question though. Nintendo, gonna Nintendo. Don't worry. Hopefully, whatever influence you might have will be positive. Well, if there was influence, it looks like they took the wrong influence, at least in my opinion. I mean, I'd be flattered in a sense, but Daniel Nguyen, Event Horizon character designs are not that bad. Oh, thank you. I've had a lot of people kind of criticizing them lately, just coming out of the woodwork. So I'm kind of glad. No, I'm not kind of glad. I'm really glad that people do like the designs. I understand like they're not exactly like the the designs from all the Star Fox games. I intentionally shrunk the heads a bit because I don't really like the big heads, and I gave them slightly more humanoid proportions. But so I can understand if someone doesn't like that detail. I've had people coming out of the woodwork saying like they're like the worst versions of the characters ever, and I'm like, really? These are the worst versions ever? Come on, like. They're not that bad, are they? Like, just ever since that new game was announced, just out of nowhere, like, every day there's either they're saying, it looks like crap, or like, couldn't you have just used like the models from Adventure? Like, I don't know where these people are coming from. I don't know if they're just like new Star Fox fans, like, or I don't know, but yeah, man, thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. And I see some people saying they gotta leave. Demo. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm trying to find one more question though. I want to answer one more question. I've seen people go 180 on Cat overnight, from liking her old design to saying it always. Yeah, especially like on the Reddit. Like, I saw people like the thing I'm seeing is the expression "it's growing on me," which I would love to turn into a meme. It's like a broken record. I keep seeing people say, "Oh, it's growing on me. It's growing on me." I want someone to make like a meme of like someone in like who's bedridden with like the like freaking Akira like blobs of the new Star Fox members like growing out of their body, and just have like a text bubble that says they're growing on me. I think that'd be really funny, but like I don't want to shit on people or anything. I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not really that kind of person. Like, I just want to make things and make things cool. I don't really want to like, I know the little cat video I did, there's a little bit of cheekiness going on, but like, I don't want to like make like mean memes or anything, but I feel like that would be a really funny meme for the "it's growing on me." Just like these horrible like abominations like growing out of this person's body, and they're just like, "Oh, they're growing on me." Anyway, I'm seeing you guys saying a lot of cool stuff, but like no questions. But do it. It's growing on me like cancer. All right, I'm not seeing any questions, guys. I'm out of time. I gotta go. So thank you guys for coming, and yeah, I've been going for 3 hours. That was a pretty good stream. I had some fun playing those two games. Definitely, if you guys like the look of Nine Kings, is an amazing game. I highly recommend it. And that Repel the Rifts, if you like tower defense games, it's really great too. But I suck at it, and I haven't really figured it out, so I need to get good at that game. So, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I know Estelle wanted to do a second stream, but I haven't worked out a time with her, so we might do another stream in another week or two. I know Faye's voice actress wanted to do a stream, but like everyone's just fucking busy lately, so I don't know when there'll be another stream. Maybe I'll stream myself working on the theme park level, because I'm working on the boss of it now. But yeah, thank you guys. Let me end the stream now, and I'll see you guys.